Okay, everybody. Can everybody hear me? Okay. It's been a while. It's been, I want to say like 2 months since I've done this, so I don't know if everything is working properly, so just bear with me. Just want to make sure everything is running as it should. Let's see here. So, gonna be doing a little bit of some Zelda right now. Been wanting to play some Breath of the Wild lately because all the updates and the I recently got the hero trials, and it comes with all the extra stuff. So I've been wanting to check out some of that, and I popped in the game a little bit earlier, and I figured I'd you know, stream some gameplay, some Switch on Twitch and YouTube. So oh, okay, I don't know what that was about. Alright, so see, is anybody on right now? Just making sure. And I guess this would go right here. Okay, yeah, we could just go ahead and put that down. Alright. Okay. So yeah, gonna be playing some Breath of the Wild. Let me just crank up my... Actually, I don't know if it's... Well, whatever. It's been a while, so I'm a little unclear as to what the last thing I was doing was. It has been quite a while. It's been quite a while. I didn't know that they have the Heroes Path mode. I was looking at this earlier, and if memory serves, this whole path was from as soon as you started the game. As soon as the game began for this particular file from beginning. So that's pretty that's pretty surreal. Just to know that the game is actually doing whatever it needed to do to record your actual gameplay or the path you were taking, as well as your deaths, before you actually, you know, before it actually had the update to show that, or at least show that to players. So I need to go to the tower. That's what I needed. There's a couple things I wanted to do. I want to get like the new outfits and stuff. But I guess it's time to kind of, well, kind of figure out how to get back into it. I gotta get the... I need to get used to controls, because it's been a little while. Oh, wow. Yeah, I'm gonna need a crash course in this. I'm probably gonna die. Oh, crap. Yeah, no, it's been a little bit. There we go. Oh, yay, wonderful. We'll do the Spike Modeling Club. Spike Club. Picking up shit I don't need, that I know for a fact. I really like the Zelda game. I dare say it's one of my favorites. So, you know, this is definitely a game I could revisit a lot. Like you do with all Zeldas, right? But I haven't played a lot of Zeldas to where I would actually just play for the sake of screwing around. You know, make your own game within a game because you actually like being in the game that much. No! I'm not going to use that. I want to save that. We'll use the Royal Claymore. Okay. I need to eat is what I need to do. Do I have a meal prepared? I do. Okay. Let's see. That'll increase my attack, which I really don't need because these guys are already done. We'll just drink the fairy tonic and hope for the best. God dang. I am clearly out of practice. God dang. Come on, man. Alright, so this thing's fixing to break. Alright. What have I been playing lately that I've been playing other games, so I'm kind of used to using the shoulder buttons to switch to different modes in the or switch to different pages in the inventory. Topaz, good stuff. Really, dude. And I think this is the first time I've been using the Pro Controller, like the actual Pro Controller. Where am I? Here we go. Yeah, the actual Pro Controller to play the game. Because I was playing the oh crap. Right. I was playing the when I first started playing Breath of the Wild, I was playing it on the Wii U. Because I didn't have a Switch, right? And I had my Wii U, you know, the thing that nobody knows about. And I was playing it on that, and so I've used the gamepad. I don't, because I also have the Wii U Pro Controller, as a matter of fact, which this is actually a really good control. It's definitely different. Like the Switch Pro Controller is more like the Xbox One controllers, as a matter of fact. See what I'm saying? Like you have right here, you have your Pro, and then you have your Xbox, and they're definitely very similar, so to speak. I thought the Wii U was a little different though, because it had the two shoulder buttons, or I'm sorry, the two thumbsticks like at the top, which they're usually here or here, like with the staggered pattern. This is the first time they're kind of up here, which is fine. It's good. My point is, I'm maybe even this, like I've used the dog bone controller for the JoyCons, but I haven't used this control, which, you know, take it or leave it. I'm just kind of still kind of getting used to the controls in general. And I think this is the first time I played the game on my 4K TV, which actually says a lot because I want to say I've had this TV for like months. And the only time I'd actually play my Switch would be in handheld mode. So where's my tower at? That's where I gotta go. Okay. So, for those of you who want to be in the stream, knowing this game, this is a good game to set a goal, and then just go for it. Whoa. No! Why did I keep doing that? It seems Milky couldn't hear your call. Jeez. Oh, my camera turned off. Give me a sec. Because I'm using my DSLR to stream. I'm not using a webcam because it's a better picture. So how did I do this last time? Give me a sec, you guys. Bam, bam. Where is it? Oh, double click that. And then there we go. It's been, like I said, it's been a while, so I'm still trying to get the hang of the I'm still trying to get a look at, you know, the flow of this. Like I said, it's been a little bit since I've streamed. It's been a little bit since I've had a chance to stream. So I'm glad I actually got a chance to do that now. And what better way than to pick up a stream by playing some Zelda, you know what I'm saying? So so who's in the stream, you guys? Come on, let me get some shout outs. Let me get some hoorays. Let me get some how you doings. Let me get some hellos. God dang it. Alright, so I wonder if I can make it up there. Yeah, this thing gives you mad verticals. No! No. Oh man. Yeah, it's totally been a while. I'm not respecting the rules that are involved with this game. You know, as far as, you know, trying to climb and then falling. So yeah, so the object right now is that I have this map over here, and I'm over in this part of Hyrule, but I haven't actually uncovered the map like the rest of it. So I need to go to the tower. You can't see it; it's up there though. I need to go to the tower in order to uncover that part of the map. Oh, let's see here. Really? Really, dude? Really? Alright, come on. Daughter came in, has a scrape on her eyebrow. Told her bust out the alcohol, the rubbing alcohol, and she's like, no, I'm okay. Well then, you already knew I was gonna say that. Dude. Alright, let's do this. Let's do this. Come on. Come on. Take a little bit of shortcut here, because it's getting kind of tiresome doing that. I still really, I'm getting back into the swing of things as far as like the fundamentals on how to kind of, you know, negotiate terrain. Is it the other side? No, it's the right side. No, I guess it is this side. The heck? Whatever. Alright. So this game's really big. This game's absolutely just titanic. It's huge. And one of the things that people were looking into when the game was released and saw how big it was you know, how it compares to other, you know, notoriously large open world games, you know, like Grand Theft Auto 5, stuff like that. And people wanted to know. Gotcha. People wanted to know, you know, how it compares. And I remember seeing that The Witcher 3, which is a really good game, I played a lot of that, that game was about 1.5 times bigger than this game. And that was actually one of the biggest reasons why I ended up, shit. That's the tower, by the way. That's where I gotta get up. So that was one of the biggest reasons why I ended up deciding to, you know, picking up The Witcher 3. You know, it was the complete edition. It was like $40 brand new. I got it. I got it a while back. And I mean that was one of the things, you know, like let me see how it compares to Breath of the Wild as far as size. And it is a really, really big game. And what's cool about The Witcher 3 is it doesn't feel like copy and paste. You know, it really does feel like it's handcrafted. You know, that they actually took time to make every single little, you know, bit of terrain that you find in the game. As far as being bigger than Breath of the Wild, maybe yes and maybe no. Because a lot of the size of this game involves, you know, scaling terrain. So, you know, you climb, you actually scale mountainsides and stuff. What is that? What is that? Oh, I think it's one of the Koroks. Yeah, but that's one of the things you actually, you know, have vertical, you know, you take vertical, you know, cliff faces into why? How do you switch your... There. Jeez. Got him. So yeah, so basically you can move vertically in this game. Like, that's a big part of it. Jumping onto a cliff face. Actually, well, doesn't matter. Jumping onto a cliff face and then actually taking the time to climb it. You know, that's a big part of Breath of the Wild. Witcher 3 doesn't have that. You don't do that in Witcher 3, which is fine. But I think that's the contrasting differences between these two games as far as rivalry and size. And even then, yeah, Witcher 3 is big, but I don't think, you know, I don't feel that Witcher 3 gives you the same kind of, like, gigantic scope like, you know, in this one that, that Breath of the Wild does. And that's not a bad thing. It's not bad. It's not bad that Breath, you know, it doesn't do that. I'm just saying that if you're going to compare size between the two, the games themselves are kind of too different in the sense of how other worlds are big. So they, so it's really hard to actually compare them. You couldn't put them in the same kind of category. They're two different kinds of open world, you know. Like, you can't get the sense of such a, you know, the scope of how big something is like that. Like the camel. You know, you got the camel rolling around in the desert, you know. Let's see, where is it? We're almost there. I just want to make sure. I'm going to have to use this last jump here. Get as close as I can. And whoosh. Oh, yeah. Definitely. That one does the work for you. Sorry if I picked my nose on camera. You guys wanted the real me, so. Yeah. Here we are. Made it. Made it. So, and it's a little bit on the colder side up here. That's weird. I have never noticed this much popping before. Like, that was a lot of popping. What is up with all this? All these. I don't remember this. Yeah, I think I'm gonna knock these things down. Ah, close enough. There we go. Bam. Why is it getting all hazy all of a sudden? What the hell? Oh, that. Oh, okay. Well. It's kind of hard. This is going to be a little difficult just because, is it gonna... I'll take that. I'll take that. This is not, I guess this isn't the ideal bridge, but, we'll make do-do. Okay. Aw, come the fuck on, dude. Seriously? Man. Alright. Alright, so let me pick this guy right up and drop him right here. Alright. And I think this will do it. Yeah. Wasteland Tower. Alright. Cool. Good stuff. Oh. Is that a bed? Yeah, no, okay, just, I thought it was a bad guy. I now just easy pick as the rest of the way. We made it all the way from the bottom. Good stuff, guys. Couldn't have done it without you. So, for those of you who are unfamiliar, or rather for the opposite, for those of you who are familiar, you may have noticed that I've gotten a haircut. Got my ears lowered, semi-saying. Does it look better? I mean, do you prefer it? I gotta know. So what do we got going on down here? Do we see anything? No. Nah. Okay. Well, we'll get a better look once we get to the very tippy top. And now it's cold. I'm going to change the fire rod. That's a nifty thing, too, is you can switch to your weapons, and if they have augmented heat, or augmented, like, elemental effects, then it also has a bearing on your temperature around you. And that can kind of help you out. Like, for, you know, instead of having to change out of your clothes and, you know, alter your defense, I just put that on instead. Alright. Something I've been meaning to do for a while. Where's the other one I want to know, though? The other tower. I think the other tower is the last tower that I gotta get to uncover all the landscapes. To have the entire map uncovered. Alright, there we go. Gerudo Desert. For the most part, anyways. Got some gummy worms. I hope you guys don't mind if I munch out on some gummy worms. So, that's the next thing I gotta do. That's the last one I gotta do. But I mean, I've already said and done it on the Wii U, so I'm not in any hurry, you know. What I really want to do is do the new, like, quests that there are that came. No. Okay. That's what I want to do. I want to do the new quests that you get for getting, like, the DLC for the game. Because I just, like I said before, I just recently got the DLC, so. And I don't know where the other tower actually is. What was was it the camera? No. No. Here we go. And this too, like, it's just the Pro Controller, right? But it actually has, like, the gyroscope controls, which I don't know how. I don't see. I guess maybe it might be like this part right here that does it. I also got some Amiibo, you guys, if you want me to bust them out and see what we can get in the Amiibo lottery jackpot. I'm assuming. Oh God. I'm assuming that's where the tower is. Assuming. I haven't played this game enough to know the towers by memory. Or I could just straight up go to I could just straight up go to a let's see. Let's see. How do 2D games feel with no D-pad? Yay or nay? What do you mean, Catface? 2D games feel like with no... You mean like with just a joystick? Is that what you're saying? Is that what you're asking? Like if you do a 2D game with exclusively a joystick with no directional pad? Is that what you're asking? Because that would be the would be I would have to ask to that question just to clarify. I want to do this one. The Joy-Con buttons. Oh, I see what you're saying. I mean, it hasn't really. Maybe at first it was kind of hard to get used to because you're used to kind of rolling your thumb along the the D-pad, and that's just something that can be kind of hard. You get accustomed to it because you've been doing it for so long. Pretty much every single controller has some sort of form of D-pad, but I mean, it's not a big deal. And I mean, if you think about it, the PlayStation, I mean, it doesn't have a traditional D-pad that's akin to the Nintendo, like right here. See, it's not touching. I mean, essentially, you could think of this as the 4 buttons that the Joy-Con has. I mean, they're not, they don't have any geometry. They're just circles on the Joy-Con. So maybe that could be what the problem is, not the fact that it's not a D-pad, but maybe it's just the fact that there's no geometry. Maybe that's what feels funny about it. But bottom line though, it didn't have any lasting negative effect on me. I don't have an issue with the Joy-Cons not having a traditional directional button like a D-pad. And to kind of like further that is, I know on Amazon they have like those shells that you can get, and you could change out the buttons. I wanted to get a green one. I wanted to get one of the green shells for the Switch, for my Switch, to match like my 64, and maybe even throw some LEDs in there. But the thing is, I was thinking about getting it and thinking about getting it with the D-pad, but at the end of the day, it was extra money, and I guess that's when you really know if getting a D-pad is going to cost you extra money, and you're like, then that's how you know how important a D-pad is or not. Get this dragonfly. Don't say anything. Don't say anything, you guys. I pushed the button. Yeah, the Joy-Con D-pad, or rather, the not D-pad, it's not a big deal. It doesn't, at the end of the day, it doesn't bother me. Fine with it, fine without it. Nintendo's Nintendo, they're gonna do what Nintendo wants to do. If you really want to, I mean, it's not like you can't figure something out. It's not like you can't somehow get your Joy-Con to have a D-pad on it. Uh-oh. See, that's another thing, too, is I wanted to get the shell to switch out the Joy-Con, and this is just switching the inside parts out itself. This kind of goes to the, let's see what this says. Was this book always here? First page, last page. Excuse me. Don't read. I hid the 8 priceless relics I stole from Hyrule Castle in treasure chests. I shall write down the locations. Misko. Next page. The ancient mask lies in ruins where soldiers gathered. From there, the waters of Lake Kolamo are visible. The green garments of a man who wished to be a fairy are hidden in the ruins of Hyrule Field. Tingle? Find these pieces at the ruins where trade flourished, at the ruins where sinners were imprisoned, and at the village ruins next to the farmland where many people gathered. The Princess of Twilight, whose stories are handed down alongside those of the Hero of Twilight. Her helmet can be found at the temple ruins soaked in waters of Regencia River. Armor worn by fierce phantoms, feared even by heroes, is hidden in the ruins of Hyrule Field. Find these pieces at a battleground where brave souls tested their skill. Blah, 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 blah. Ceremonial grounds where royal guards are honored. EX is all that's written on the last page. What can it mean? No, stop reading. Okay. So, do I gotta remember this? No. Okay, so... yeah, I shouldn't... The stream died? Oh, okay, good. You scared me. I was having some... or I was worried about having bugs when I first got in... you know, I first did... This is the first time I've done a stream in a while. So, So, how you doing, Catface? How's your evening going? How is Catface? That's the question. Peace. Okay, so it says okay. Okay, hold up. Now, the ancient mass lies at the ruins where soldiers gathered. From there, the waters of Lake Colimo are visible. It gives the location of the ancient mass, but where could it be talking about? So, Colimo... okay, so I got an actually good old-fashioned look. So, where is the Colimo River at? River. Colimo. Way down in Colimo. Does anybody know where Colimo is? Colimo? Oh. Colimo Garrison ruins, huh? That's not too far from here at all. Okay, cool. So, we'll just, you know, it's a short stint. Let me change my weapon. I'm still getting used to the buttons. Bust out the Master Sword, why not? So let's see. So I was thinking about doing the shell for the Switch, but I'm positive, and I guess this is reasonable, that you could, whoa. He didn't notice! What the heck is going on? I am not as good of a shot as I used to be. So, as I was saying, a lot of stuff on Black Friday, I didn't get anything. I am broke as a joke. I wanted to get my boys something. I wanted to get my boys some PS4s for Christmas, like their own PS4, so they don't gotta fight over nothing. I thought these guys were dead. And I just, you know, I didn't have the budget right, and I could pull some strings and get them the stuff, but it would not be a good idea. So I couldn't enjoy Black Friday. I went to Walmart today just to get a couple things, and I went by the electronics department to see what was going on, but I guess either there was hardly any good things going on to begin with, or I guess the early birds already got everything, because I went by around noon, and I mean, they didn't have anything, you know. Thinking about getting my wife a copy of Overwatch. My uncle, my brother, we've been playing a lot of Overwatch, and I think it was like $30 all this week. Chop, 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 chop. I think it was $30 all this week, but it wasn't there. It wasn't there at Walmart anymore. It was already over, so I just kind of assumed. So, and like I said, I don't want to stay in, where are these bats at, damn it? I don't want to stay there long enough to actually start spending money because I knew it wouldn't be the best thing to do. Got him. Got some of them. What'd you get? If you don't mind my asking, Catface, what'd you get for Black Friday, huh? Did you get some video games? Let me go ahead and get this camera back going. Alright. Bam. Bam, 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 bam. Bam, bam. It's gonna rain. And I'm trying to get the damn camera working. Here we go. There we go. And let me just fix this. Alright. Good stuff. We're back on a roll. I'm eating a gummy worm out of victory. Can I wear something like just so I can ground myself? We got a pot lid, and we'll get the Korok bow, and the ice rod. It's the only thing I can get without getting frickin' thunderstruck. So yeah, the shells. The shells for the Switch. I wanted to get a shell for the Switch. But here's another thing too, is that, I'm sure you know about this, that a lot of the Switches, or at least it was kind of going around, when some of the launch Windows Switches, they had the JoyCon issues where they weren't, like, they were desyncing, and mine had that problem. Oh, rusty shield. No! Watch this, watch this. Bzzz, pa. Oh yeah, definitely. And it's just fine. It's still there. It's fine. It didn't even move. I think it would like melt or something. Oh, let's see. What? Hear lightning and I get freaking terrified. So yeah, so anyways, I got my Switch, I want to say maybe a month more or less after it came out. So I got mine, I want to say in April. And I'd already heard about the Joy-Cons desyncing, so I was a little worried. But I decided, you know, you never know how many it could be. You know, it might be just a couple people, you know. But sure enough, hey, what's up, little Korok? Tweehee. Oh, I guess I was already here before. So yeah, so sure enough, I had a Joy-Con desyncing issue, and like as soon as I pulled the Joy-Con out, like it couldn't be more than this far, like more than 6 inches before it would desync. What happened? Why did my camera go out again, man? Battery low? Let me. I'm gonna swap the batteries out of these cameras real quick. Alright, so. I don't have like a GoPro or a good webcam, so this is just kind of what I'm stuck with right now. You know, you gotta make the most of what you have. It still is better than using my, accidentally unplugged my headset like I often do. It's still better than my webcam. My webcam is old. My webcam is probably older than my oldest daughter, or maybe about the same age. My oldest daughter's 12. So I've had this webcam, shit, 07? Wait. Here we go. And coax because I'm going to install them into the walls of my house. You gonna do a bunch of fish lines there, Catface? Oh, that's good. A bunch of PC parts. You know what? It's Black Friday and stuff. I've been thinking about getting, I've been wanting to look for a reason to build another computer. You know, all water cooled, all solid state drives, expensive. But, I don't got the budget for it. I just don't got the budget for it. So, I mean, you know, it is what it is. Maybe down the road. And fact of the matter is, I mean, the computer that I have right now, it's a good computer. It's definitely a good computer. So, I mean, I don't need another computer right now, if I'm being honest. Alright, let's see if I can get this going again. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. And there we go. Back in action, you guys. Although I did change this a little bit. Okay. Maybe I should move it a little bit more that way. No! This is another thing I gotta get used to, you guys. Because I also have my camera sitting in the tripod in a funny way to where I'm not used to having it. But I have to put it a certain way to be able to switch the battery packs out without having to switch the battery packs out without having to like disconnect the camera. So I could see Colombo Lake from here. Not the ruins. Adventure log. Lies at the ruins where soldiers gathered. From there, the waters of Lake Colombo are visible. So, we are in the Colombo Garrison ruins. So, it has to be in this area. I don't know if I'm looking for a chest or something. You know what? Cryptocurrency, I've been trying to mine Bitcoin on my phone. And I think I got like just under 400,000 Satoshi. I've been messing with the app for like a month. But over the last couple of days, I haven't been doing it maybe consistently enough. So, been wanting to get into cryptocurrency, but then I'm seeing a lot of stuff saying, well, you know, it might not be profitable if you don't have, you know, it's one of those things where if you get ahead, then you're kind of screwed. I mean, that may not always be the case. I mean, I wouldn't know. I wouldn't even know where to start with cryptocurrency. I've been wanting to get Bitcoin and Ethereum and stuff, but it's always a learning curve trying to get stuff like that. Yeah, but no, my Switch, when I first got it, I had the JoyCon issues. So, I remember seeing a video where they got their Switch back and they disassembled the Joy-Cons and that they had put some sort of aluminum tape or something with the wire. I guess it's supposed to be like an extension for the antenna for the controller to keep connection to the console. Maybe something like that. So if I was to switch, if I was to change the shell for these Joy-Cons, that might possibly be something that I'm going to have to deal with. And if it's taped to the inside of the actual molding, it's probably not a good idea. Like, if I really wanted to do that cosmetic mod where I change out the shell, it'd probably be in my best interest to change, or to get, like, 2 new Joy-Cons. Know what I'm saying? So, I mean, you know, what can you do? There's only so much you can do, man. Only so much you can do. It's in the ruins. What exactly am I looking for, though? There's not a lot of ruins here, man. Is there a door over here? the wall, the plateau, rusty shield, rusty claymore. How much does one Ethereum coin cost? There it is. I gotta know. I want to know. The value is always fluctuating, right? But generally, it's at least a couple $100, right? EX! Oh, that's how you know it's got to be it. Yeah, that's what I've been wanting to get. An eerie mask passed down from ancient times. Wearing it makes it harder for certain enemies to spot you. It's a rather rare find. Fuck yeah. That's what I've been wanting to get. Let's see. Whip. Ooh. Just FYI, Majora's Mask is my favorite game. Ethereum around $400, huh? That was more than that. I thought like one regular Bitcoin could be anywhere from 700 to 2 grand. And I had heard that Ethereum was even more expensive. So what you're saying is that you bought one Ethereum and just by holding on to it, its value has increased? Does that mean the bottom line is what you're saying? Okay. So that was hidden Majora's Mask. Excuse me. And find the red shooting stars. 12 to 100. Oh, damn. How long ago did you get the Ethereum if it was that low? It had to have been a couple years, right? Okay, let's see. Homer has it. There's an item called the Korok Mask. Homer has it. A tool that allows you to instantly travel to wherever you placed it. Glorious Trial. Okay, those are the trial. Twilight Relic. That's what I want. Handed down alongside those of Hero Twilight. Her helmet can be found in the temple ruins, soaked in waters of Regencia River. Last year. Jeez. Well, I'm always 1 year late to the party, I guess. Oh, well. So, are you building a PC just to do some mining? Some Bitcoin mining? Or just for, or is it for recreation? Regencia River. So where is that? River of the Dead. Dig Dog. There we go. And that is a ways. That is a fair ways. Right next to the Coliseum. For recreational use. Huh. You got any other Bitcoin there, Catface? Not just Ethereum, but like BitConnect or Bitcoin or... I know there's other names. I don't know if BitConnect is like the trading versus the actual coin. Are you guys really gonna mess with me, man? They're done. Everybody's done. I'm gonna have to go around. Look at the ducks. All right. Acorns. Is there a throwdown going on over there? Should I help or should I just let them make their own way? What do you think? Gonna help. Oh, go help them out. So you cashed it all in. How do you cash it in? Do you have to take it to a place, or do you have to sell it to somebody that's looking to buy? I mean, what is the? I mean, how do you cash it in? How do you exchange it? And is there like a quick way to explain it, or? I mean, like the dungeons as in the trials, or like the actual, the beasts? Is that what you're talking about? If you're talking about the beasts, I need just one more. I need just one more. And if you're talking about the trials, I have no idea. I have no idea how many I've done. I'm not gonna fuck with that thing. We're gonna make our way this way. Oh, look, wild horses. Whoa. What's up, big guy? You know what? I'm really low on health. Alright, what you got, bro? What's up, dude? You gonna step to this shit, man, or you gonna be wasting my time, dude? What? What do you want? Back the fuck up, punk. Hey, man. Hey, man. Majora's Mask, man. Everybody knows. Get the wild armor. Okay. All right. So you link it up. So it's that simple. I didn't know if like you had to put it back out to market or what. I figured that'd be something I could take the time to learn after actually maybe getting some Bitcoin. What's the wild armor? Is that some of the EX stuff? I mentioned earlier when the stream first started, this is the very first time I've played the game. This is the very first time I played the game in a while, but this is also the very first time I've played the game, and I just got the DLC maybe like 2 weeks ago, and this is the first time firing it up. So there's extra stuff for me to do. So, I don't know what the wild armor is. Is that like the Dark Nut armor? I mean, I like actually running. I actually do like walking, but... Got water here. I need some water. I haven't been drinking enough water. What's this? Catface, are you one of my subscribers, Catface? Forgive me for not knowing beforehand. Because I've had subscribers that change their names and then it's hard for me to remember. So I just covering my bases. I'd rather know for sure than assume to know. It's the green tunic you get for beating all of the trials? Oh, you mean like, wait a minute. Green tunic, you mean like like any of the other Zelda green tunics? Or is it like its own green tunic? I didn't know about that. I didn't know about that. For beating all the trials? Shit, no. I haven't even done it on the Wii U, and I probably got over 100 hours on the Wii U version before I ended up getting this version. I tell you what, I have a lot more stuff on the Wii U version, and a lot of the reason is because I have my Amiibo right here on my shelf. And because the Wii U version, you know, it's dedicated to being here next to my Amiibo, I always have them to where I can use them. As to where the majority of the time I would play, I'd play Breath of the Wild on the Switch, I would, I'd be on the go. I wouldn't be here at home, so I wouldn't have my Amiibo. Paul A. No, man, I'm sorry. You know, I apologize. I can't say that does. But Catface, that's something I remember. That sounds like something my uncle would say. My uncle would call somebody a catface. Derogatory or otherwise. So, Regentia River. We found at the temple ruins soaked in the waters. Temple ruins. Regentia River. Oh shit. That could be anywhere here. That might be it though, right? When does it stop being the Regentia River? When it comes out from the moat. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and just say, you know what? This is more than likely where we need to go. And there's not really many other places that we can teleport to. So, tell you what. Catface, we're going to go ahead and bust out the Amiibo. I've been waiting because I've been wanting somebody to get involved. Let me go ahead and grab them. Well, actually, this headset's long enough. I could bring it with me. Hold up. Let's grab you, and you, and you, and you. Oh, shoot. I dropped it. Alright. And we're going to get you, and you. I'm using a wired headset because it's easier to use on the computer, as you're seeing. Let's see here. Set these guys right here. No! Nope. Drop that. Alright, give me just a second. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and place this down here, here. Alright. And you, and I need you too. I got a lot of these damn things, don't I? I got to rocket the raccoon for the infinity without his arms. This guy right here. Alright. And you guys have been waiting to go ahead and bust out for a spell. Mr. Catface. Or, well, Paul A, right? Or Paul, No. So, Mr. Catface. When did you subscribe? Or why did you subscribe? Was it because of my reviews, or was it because of my mods? Because I feel like I got two different kind of audiences. Totally, inconsequentially, or otherwise. See if I can get this over. Zoom it out. That's in. This isn't going to be easy. Okay, tell you what. So I got the Amiibo here. Alright. See if I could... You know what? Let me just crank it over to the right. Here we go. So we have these guys. Let me move back my monitor. Alright. Zoom this in here. There we go. And these are the guys that we can go ahead and use. And I'm going to use all of them. Clearly, right? Totally going to use all of them, because why wouldn't I go ahead and use all of them? Let me just move my gummy worms out of the way here. So, do you have any special particular request as far as which ones you would like for me to go ahead and try first? We have Wind Waker Link. These are all Zelda themed Amiibo too, just to cut to the chase, you know, just to make sure if that's not clear. We got Wind Waker Link. We have Archer Link, Breath of the Wild. We have Smash Zelda. We have Sheik. Smash State, let's see. Because of Luke Morse, of course. Hey, Luke is a great guy, man. When I actually got a chance to chit-chat with him on a couple of occasions, I want to say like 2 years ago now, he was a super cool dude, and I'm really glad that, he gave me the shout-out that he did. I did tell him, though, and I tell this to everybody, I always say that if you don't subscribe and don't share unless you actually honestly like the stuff that I make. Only because then it really is something that you're saying because that's how you honestly feel, as opposed to just trying to be nice, And Luke Morse actually gave me one of the coolest compliments. He said that I reminded him of the Angry Video Game Nerd, which, that's stupendous because AVGN's like my idol. I love that guy. If it wasn't for him, I wouldn't have even gotten collecting. So, let's see, where are we? We got big guys over there. They're not gonna mess with me though. I got the mask on. Amiibo to try first. We also got the Guardian over here. It's kind of hard to figure out. Are you really gonna come mess with me, dude? I'm the Majora's Mask. I have Majora's Mask. Back up. Back up. Alright. Good old Luke. NMS. Oh yeah, my No Man's Sky. That's okay. Yeah, that one. I like that one. That's from my No Man's Sky, the More Than review. Okay, the Guardian. I'm kind of getting a little leery of these guys. I don't want like something to spawn and it hits them and they start attacking me. Yeah, Catface, the No Man's Sky video, I was really happy with that one because, I felt, I wanted to be real honest about how I felt about the game. and I think I had a lot of points I wanted to make, but also too, the video wasn't about the game as much as, you know, what the game kind of meant to me, and kind of more about the controversy of what went around. You know, they did a lot of updates and a lot of changes to it, if you weren't aware. You know, you may or may not be. But I've been really considering doing an updated video, an actual, more my style of a review. Alright, we're gonna use the... No, I dropped... Who did I drop? Who did I drop? I dropped Ocarina Link. Okay, so... God dang, man. What is that? What is that? What the heck is that? Wow. Well... It's a good game, man. It's a good... You know, I'll say this about the AVGN, and, I'll say this about the Angry Video Game Nerd and the Sega CD. I actually like the Sega CD. I like it. And you know what? It doesn't take as long as he said for it to load. So... And I actually got Soulfeast, and I think Soulfeast is awesome. I think it's super awesome. I've been wanting to play it on my Let's Play channel, just for, you know, to find a reason to play it. Okay, so here we go. So, let's go ahead. We're going to place Big Ol' Guardian. Alright, we got some, okay, so let's set him over here, my little chair, and... Okay. What do you got going on here? Guardian Shield. Always good. And then you can, well, I'll mess with these later. Don't need to bust them open now. Okay, so requests on who's next, Mr. Catface. Would you like to see the great Hero of the Winds, the Wind Waker Link? Would you like to see the evil King Ganondorf as his prominent impression from Twilight Princess, along with the two previous Smash Brothers titles? You had to return No Man's Sky because it was scratched? Aw, dude, no good. I want to say, I was at GameStop the other day, I want to say they were selling it for 20 bucks. Brand new. So, there is that. So we got Zelda. We got Mr. Archer Link over here. We got Legolas. Okay, we got Horseback Rider Link. We have Smash Brothers Link, yes. Yes, there we go. Ganondorf. Alright, Catface. Let's go ahead and do this. This is the by request. No, can't put it there? Okay. What the freak? Okay. Bam. Of course it comes in an explosive barrel. Royal Claymore, not bad. Has attack up, so that's okay. I'll tell you what, it's one of the things I'll never truly get used to is not being able to backflip. And especially with like Dark Souls and stuff and Bloodborne and all the other Zelda games, not being able to roll. That's just a hard pill to swallow. Come on, dude, give me the rupee. Dude! Alright, good. Jeez. Alright, so next on the list, Catface? Got anybody else in particular? Or do you want me to just shotgun him at this point? Whoop, 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 whoop. I remember one of the criticisms of this game when it came out was that there wasn't a lot of music. And, you know, Zelda is kind of synonymous with music, so I guess I can understand the criticism. But you know, it has an ambient kind of music track. I don't think it's not a game breaker to me. Because there's parts with music, you know. Zelda. Fun fact, in case you were not aware, I told this to Luke too, way back when. He got a kick out of it. My second daughter, my 2-year-old, her name is Zelda. Look at all those herbs. Alright. So, let's just get this camera back going. Alright. And here we go. Awesome. Let's go pick up all the herbs. Zelda, what are you giving us today? Boom. An opal. Come on, man. That's trash. Do you want this shiny garbage? Whoa, hey, I got the mask on. Leave me alone. That's right, man. I'm friends with the higher-ups. You better leave me alone. Okay, next one, Mr. Catface. Do you have another preference? Let's see. I wonder if you can actually see him. I don't got a good... Like I said, I'm still trying to figure out, like, work out all the kinks with streaming. I've been wanting to stream more. Oh, Soul Feast. Oh, so you still got No Man's Sky. It was scratched? Did you get it, like, a long time ago, or... Well, let's see. What exactly did you say? I picked the game up, but I returned it because it was scratched. Like, in person, or online? Let's see. Ocarina Link. Look at all the meat! Delicious protein. He's like, I'm out this bitch. Fuck that. Maybe I'll get some of this meat first, huh? The Majora's Mask, dude, that's with the DLC, I want to say. You're not gonna mess with me, are you? Oh! He does not care. He does not... Oh, you guys. There's a chain of command. Alright, he didn't follow it. That's what I'm doing right now. I'm going after all I'm going after all, like, the masks and some of the extra gear and stuff that they have that came with the DLC. Mobile Fang, Moblin Fang, not Mobile Fang, Moblin Fang. That was kind of a disappointment. I usually get better stuff with Ocarina Link. Alright. Next one on the list, Mr. Catface. You know what? I picked up a copy, because I live in Texas. I live in South Texas. Like, I am, like, 30 minutes from Mexico right now. And, actually, you know what? As far as No Man's Sky, and this is just what I've heard from the initial release. I haven't heard anything after the fact. But when the games first came out on PS4 and on Steam, it actually ran worse on Steam, which was another thing that a lot of people were upset about. I'll say this, especially, and I got the Pro, I got the PS4 Pro, so it runs fantastically on my Pro. It looks great. The visual fidelity is tremendous. Toon Link. Look at all that fish, man. So I picked a prize fighter when I had a visit to Houston a couple weeks ago. And I haven't played it. But I do have it. Royal broadsword. Man, all these swords, man. I'm in it for like the rare weapons or the rare outfits. Get out of here, Wind Waker Link. Nobody needs you anymore, bro. Being by the border, it's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. Being by the border, you know, it's just like anywhere else. Don't get involved in stuff that you know better, that you shouldn't be getting involved in with, you know, in the first place. Don't, you know, stay away from muddy trucks. Yeah, it's not a big deal. Tell you what, it's a nightmare if you're a retail worker because you got a lot of rich people coming in from Mexico. And they, you know, there's a lot of them. And it's like a nightmare, man. It's a retail nightmare. A retail nightmare. Everybody comes in. If you don't know Spanish, you're going to learn Spanish. You're going to get a crash course in Spanish. Because everybody that comes in doesn't know any English. They're going to talk to you. And you're just going to have to figure stuff out. And you're going to figure stuff out. As far as, like, communicating. But that's not the problem. A lot of the problem with a lot of the nationals that come in from Mexico, they're real silver spoons, so they can be really, really rude and really condescending. So, but I'm not in retail. I haven't been in retail in a long time anymore. I've been in manufacturing. Really like to do YouTube for full time, but you know I got a ways to go, and I haven't made any videos lately because it's been tough. But I got some here in the works, so I've actually been really considering making a bunch of YouTube videos and posting them. You know, I'm making some in bulk and then posting them every couple weeks. That's what I'm kind of planning on doing right now. Tell you what, Catface, let me go ahead and just shotgun these. Sound good? Let's do it. Alright, let's see. We got a bunch of shrooms. It's a rush shroom. The eightfold blade. Okay, so I got some fairly decent weapons, but oh, you're Hispanic? Catface? Spanish. You know what, man? I got some broken Spanish. I don't got proper Spanish. I know American Spanish. I know that might sound kind of strange, but you know, Spanish here is real. Spanish in the States is very different from Spanish in Mexico, if you can believe that. It's super different. Like, there's a lot of words that are derivatives of English words. Tunic of Twilight! Yeah, that's Twilight Link for you right there, man. Good stuff. Yeah, nah, there's a lot of words like, okay, let's go ahead and have like a little Spanish powwow. So, what you're gonna, like, let's see, we're doing the Rider one now. Doing the Knight Rider. Okay, so a lot of times people use the word chico for small or little, right? Like, you know, this thing is, you know, you're little. That's chico, like you are little. And chico is also referred to like a little boy or a little kid. But because of the word. The connotation of the word, Chico is just often referred to as little. So when you talk about stuff, when people are trying to use an adjective to describe something as small, oftentimes they use the word chico along with whatever it is that they're referring to. But you know, so chico means little, but chico also means like little kid, little boy, and then chica means little girl. And then of course you have like the pet names like, you know, Mama Chica, Mamacita Chica, you know, stuff like that, you know, no-brainer stuff. Well, bro, I don't want it. I don't want it. I don't want bows. So tell you what, I'm out of Amiibo, or am I? I just got this one like a couple days ago. So this is another reason why I've been wanting to play the game. So let's just open her up. This is the best unboxing ever. Oh my god. Zelda. How do you like that for an unboxing? Good stuff. So let's see what this one does. I've been wanting to get one of these Zeldas. What is she gonna give? We got more herbs. Ooh, a pumpkin. A fortified pumpkin. They're kind of hard to come across. Night shield. Let me see. What do I got as far as shields? Lionel shield. 40. Yeah, we're getting rid of this piece of crap for sure. Okay. So, hello, Miss Zelda. Welcome to the club. 10 out of 10. Alright, so that's all for the Amiibo. Or is it? There's another one I just got that I've been wanting to get. Are you ready for another unboxing? Wolflink unboxing Amiibo. God dang, man, they really get them. Wolflink. How's that for another unboxing? Back to back. There you go, Catface. Behind the scenes stuff. It's good gear right there. Alright. Nah, this is wow, man. They did a lot of detail with this one. No wonder he's so hard to find. That's a good figure. Hell yeah, boy. Oh, they got some like translucent what's up, my love? Coming in. The missus coming in. So oh yeah, this is definitely one of the nicer ones if you ask me. I'm gonna use him right now. So let's see. So let's continue forward. So here's the thing with this one. This is the one I've been wanting to try, because this one isn't just an item. Yeah. What's up, dude? Wow. So you get Wolflink, and he goes with you. He hangs out with you. And he got your back. So, I mean, if that ain't cool, I don't know what is. This is the first time I've actually done, well, I mean, clearly, it's the first time I've done this. But yeah, man, this is awesome. I've been wanting to do this for a while. What are you getting all nippy at? You know, get the fox! Yeah! Oh, that's the best! Alright, let me fix this camera. Alright, let's fix this camera. Bring it back up. No. You gotta just adjust this a little. Alright, hello. It's me. My face. Okay. Right there, I think. Alright. Cool. So now we're back in action. So, Spanish, right? Spanish stuff. So, anyways, bottom line, Chico. Oh man, Link is always killing animals in every game. So basically, a lot of times you're gonna see a lot of people that speak Spanish here in the States. They're gonna refer to something as Chico, referring to it as small. However, the proper word, the proper Spanish word, is pequeño. So I remember a while back, a long time ago, I was working at Jack in the Box, right? I was working at Jack in the Box, and let's see, is he a fire one? I think I missed. Oh no, I didn't miss. I was working at Jack in the Box. It was around this time of year. This is where a lot of the nationals come from Mexico, and they, you know, I remember a lady came in, and I took Spanish class, right? Like, I learned more Spanish from actually working than from Spanish class, but there was a couple things that you pick up from Spanish class, like conjugating verbs and stuff like that, and oh, there's a chest. I don't even think I've ever even been here before in this game. There's still a lot of places I actually haven't been to in this game. Knight's Hellbird. I actually have it. So I remember this lady, you know, I was at Jack in the Box. She asked for like a number 8 or something like that. And I asked her, like, you know, what size. I said, get the man. What size? Whoa! What's shooting me? Ah! You fucking lizard! So I said, get them on the grande, mediano, o chico. You know, grande, big, grande, mediano, median, like middle, medium, or chico, as in small, like we discussed. So grande, mediano, o chico. And I remember she was legitimately confused when I said chico, and she's like, mediano, grande, mediano, okay? You know, like, you know, large, medium, or what? And, you know, and she looked at me, and I was confused, too. I was like, because I didn't understand why she was confused. And again, my Spanish isn't the best, so I was thinking, like, did I say something wrong? Did I say a word wrong? Like, you know, grande, mediano, chico? And she, like, had a reaction again to me saying chico, so then I realized, oh, well, she's probably one of those Mexicans from, like, deep South Mexico that's just not even used to that word being referenced as small. So she's like, so in her head, I'm saying, would you like a large drink, a medium drink, or a small boy? Essentially, like, translating it directly, that's what she's thinking. I said, like, grande, mediano, o pequeño. She's like, oh, and then she says, like, in Spanish, well, why are you saying chico instead of pequeño? Yeah, ¿por qué estás hablando a chico instead of pequeño? So that's like one of the examples. You know, you learn, you pick up Spanish, you learn some things. You really don't learn unless you actually you're like in the suck. But I mean, everybody speaks Spanish around here. You know, my wife knows Spanish. My grandparents know Spanish. I know what I've picked up. I get by. You know, I know how to go to the I know enough Spanish to say, you know, ask where the bathroom is, and to say that I enjoyed the bathroom very much after the fact. So that's a little step forward. You know, my Spanish is okay. Like, if I needed to ask questions and stuff, you know, it's not. But I have a problem with past tense. I really have a hard time saying, like, you know, I know how to say, what are you eating? I don't know how to say, what did you eat? And I know it's a real simple conjugation that I just haven't gotten used to. I haven't learned. But that's the difference. Like, I know how to say, like, what are you doing, not what did you do. Not how you did. You know, I don't know how to do that. So that's like, I guess you can gauge that as far as my skill. Like, that's what I could do. I could say present tense stuff. I can't say, like, what are you going to do? I could say, like, what do you want to do later? Like, ¿qué quieres hacer más tarde? Like, you know, ¿qué quieres? What do you want? And hacer, to do, and then más tarde, later. You know, so ¿qué quieres hacer más tarde? So, you know, so future tense really doesn't use a different alteration, a different conjugation of a verb, right? Because the verb is to do, not did. So what are you doing? Which is like, you put like an endo or ando at the end of a word in Spanish, and that's like the doing part. ¿Qué estás haciendo? Like, you know, hacer, haciendo, like to do or doing. What you did, I think it's asistes or something like that. Like, it's an istes at the end of the... Where the hell is this thing? It's something like that you put at the end of the verb. You know, you gotta conjugate it, though. It has to have a phonetic meaning. So, to be honest, though, I've grown up here. I've lived here my entire life in the Rio Grande Valley. I kind of poke fun, like, in a negative way towards the city that I live in, McAllen, in my Animal Crossing video. So I don't know if you noticed that, but if you ever see that video again, go ahead and just, you know, pay attention when I make mention of that I live in McAllen. But living here my whole life, I really should know more Spanish. I'll say that. I should know Spanish. I should be fluent. I'm not fluent. I should be, but I'm not. Sage Temple Ruins. Okay. I found it. The Temple Ruins. Okay, so I want to try doing this. Whenever I'm trying to look for a treasure chest, I usually, and I'm like this, and I can't find it, I usually take the easy way out, and I'll just put, you know, the magnet on, and whatever's a solid color is where I need to go. Come on, Wolflink. Sniff it out, man. Smell it. Smell it. Huh. So, Catface, all those PC parts, did you actually go get them in person, or did you hit up Newegg? I've gotten a couple things off Newegg myself for Black Friday. I don't think I've ever... I've gotten a couple things in person for computers, but that was at Tiger Direct, and they've been closed already for a while. But the monitor that I have right now, which is the monitor that I've been using already for, I want to say 2 years, 3 years, something like that. I got it on a Black Friday deal. So did you hit up Newegg, or did you get everything in person? Oh, wait a minute. What was that? What was that? Link? Is this? Oh, there it is. Bam! EX. Wow. Hey, you know what? That was hidden. I gotta say, I don't think I would have seen it if I wasn't doing the exploit. What do we got? Yeah. And it has Guardian resistance. Cool. A helmet much like the one Midna wore when she fought alongside the hero Twilight. It's a rather rare find. But does it explain? Okay, this one says it's harder for certain enemies to spot you. I guess this just gives you Guardian resistance as opposed to... Let's see, what does this look like? What's up, dude? We're matching. Yeah? You want to go to the ball? Do you want to go to that party since we match? Wolf Link? Huh? Alright, come on, let's go. Okay. I hit up Newegg and Amazon. I got a few things from Outlet PC too. Well, then there you go, man. There you go. Hey, let me tell you a horror story, if you don't mind. Let me tell you a horror story about the very first time I bought a graphics card. The very first time I bought a graphics card, I bought, well, a performance graphics card. The very first time I bought a performance graphics card was off a Newegg, and I was trying to be cheap. And at the time, I was trying to find a Radeon 280X, something comparable. But I was trying to spend only $200. And at the time, the cheapest I think was like $250. And they were on average about $270, and some of the higher end models were knocking around $300. So, let's see, what's the next one? EX, where's the EX stuff? We got the Koroks Mass, Teleport. So we got 3 things. Let's do the Phantasma. Phantasma actually, since we're on the Spanish subject, Phantasma means ghost. And in Spanish, it would be spelled with an F, because PH doesn't make an F sound in Spanish. It's just a grammar thing. So we'll do the Phantasma one. Brave souls tested their skill, so I'm assuming that's the Colosseum. Ceremonial grounds where royal guards are honored, and at the ruins where soldiers of Hyrule gathered. Okay, so I'm gonna put, because this is the Colosseum, I know that, and this place is big, so I'm gonna have a hard time finding that one. And where they gathered and where they were honored? Wait a minute. So there's a training. Yeah, military training camp. I'm going to assume that might be the other one because they gather there, right? And then, Sacred Ground Ruins. Maybe there. I'm gonna assume. I'll say this, too, Catface. I do not like to look stuff, I mean, you know, old school, right? Old school gamers. I don't like to look up stuff online for, you know, something like this, because it kind of takes the point out of, you know, enjoying the search, you know. I guess that comes down to the, you know, it's not the destination, it's the journey. So, which one's closest? Jeez. Well, I could just teleport, right? We'll do that. We'll teleport right now. So, horror story about the first time I tried to get that card. So, I was trying to keep it around $200. Because at the time, it was hard for me to explain to my wife why I'm spending $200 on this thing that she can't understand why it's so important in a computer. I don't blame her either. And I found this one card. It was by a company. It was by Power Color, because you know they have like EVGA and you know they have all of those. This one was by Power Color, and it was, I guess they had just put it up or something. It was a brand new card that they just put up on Newegg. So I had no reviews yet. And, you know, I go on eBay a lot, right? Like, whoa, I thought I killed it. Oh, excuse me. Hey, what's up with this lady? Finally here. Don't try to hide it. Please take it. Star fragment, yay! Hey, some of the excitement's gone. I mean, you're not even my type. Sorry, buddy. Well, toodaloo. You're psycho. That chick is psycho. Yeah, no, I know what you mean. Like, if it's like absolutely ridiculous, you know, if I've been stuck for days and days and days, then I'll look it up. Sometimes I don't feel okay with it because I feel like, oh, really? Let's see. Let's go over here. Screw it. Sometimes I don't feel okay with it because it seems like if I had been more in my head that I could have figured it out. But sometimes when you actually look something up when you're stuck and you see how ridiculous it was, then it's like, how the hell is anybody supposed to figure that out? And that's the one time I feel okay about it. But I think that's kind of the common consensus, right? Camera. But yeah, so there is this card on Newegg. It was by Power Color. It had no reviews, and you know I've been around. I have been around enough on, you know, it's common knowledge. You check your reviews. You know, like if you're getting something off Amazon or eBay, especially eBay, you know, you gotta check the reviews. You gotta see how much feedback they got and stuff. So just common sense that if you see this card, so this Power Color card, it was a Radeon 280X, right? And that was like hot shit at the time. That was the card to get. Or not the card. It was one of the good ones. It was one of the high end ones. It's like a Titan these days, you know. I'm sure you know. But ooh, you know what? I need to switch back. I'm gonna switch back to this. But you know, knowing that it was for $200, which is what I was looking for, but at the same time so different than everything else, and then it had no reviews, I was skeptical. What is that? Did you see that? What is that? Is that moving? Wait. Stop it. Huh. Okay. Well. Whatever. So anyways, needless to say, I was a little skeptical. I was really skeptical. But I ended up saying, you know what? Fuck it. Why not, right? Like, why would it be online if it wasn't good, you know? So I ended up, like, debating, twiddling my thumbs. Finally, I decided to just jump on it after, like, 30 minutes. I was like, you know what? Let me get it. So I got it, right? And I want to say I was, you know what? I want to say I was looking into this card for the better half of a week. Like, really deciding and waiting to see if somebody, I wanted to wait to see if somebody, like, said something about it. Like, you know, to get some reviews. As long as I don't blink. Let's see. I need to eat. So there was still no reviews, right? And I was like, man, that's why I took so long to decide. I never got any. There was never any reviews that popped up. So then you know, after a couple days, I said, you know what, screw it. Let me get it, right? Like, you know, I refuse to believe that it's bad. You know, it can't be. So, excuse me. I got some serious heartburn right now. Is this Lionel gonna mess with me? Even though I have the mask? I just want to know if he's gonna mess with me. How's it going, Mr. Lionel? Do you respect the mask, sir? Yes, it is me. Major within the mask. God dang, this thing is huge. This thing is terrifying. It's got like an 8-pack. He's got a six-pack, but yeah. Cool. Well, I'm just gonna. Okay, he caught on. Shit. All right. So, I got the card, and you know it takes a couple days to come in. Whatever. I'm waiting for the card, and I want to say like a day or two after I bought the card, a couple of reviews popped up, and they were extremely negative reviews. Absolutely negative. And it wasn't just one, it was like 3. Saying that the card didn't work, that they had to you know, they tried everything, they tried different drivers, blah, 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 blah. And then, let's see, what weapons do I got? We're gonna use the Royal Claymore. Whoa! Whoa! You cheating piece of shit! God dang it. So, yeah, I know my health is low. It's super extra, extra, extra in my face. Learn my lesson low. Okay, so I'm gonna try to be careful with this guy. So more reviews kept coming in, a bunch of the negative stuff, and I was like, maybe mine will be different. Maybe it's just a couple, right? God dang. Yeah, I'm definitely out of practice. So, by the time I got my card, I want to say there was maybe one positive review, and it felt real disingenuous. Like, it was the one guy who had to do damage control, and it might have been one of their PR people or something, trying to be positive about the... But you could tell, like I said, it was disingenuous, and, no, I'm not going to die, man. I'm good. I'm running, though. Ugh. So, boom. I think I got apples. I got some apples. Oh, I don't got a lot of apples. I got truffles. Hardy truffle. Hardy truffle. Hardy truffle. Hardy truffle. Awesome. Sort. So, I finally got my card. Right? I'm crossing my fingers hoping maybe everyone is doing it wrong. Run! God dang it! Oh, I panicked. I might die. He didn't respect the mask. He's supposed to be respecting the mask. God. Here lies Derek. No! I refuse! I have fruit! And I have attack up ×3. And I have mad parrying skills. Dude, you got nothing on me, Lionel. What you got, bro? What you got, man? Alright, I'm trying to be careful to not talk about my shitty fucking graphics card. Edge of duality! I got him! Ha 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 ha! Woo! Oh, ye of little faith, Catface. Hey, man, see, I got it unlocked, man. I'm the CEO. Know what I'm saying? I had everything under lock and key. Okay, Lionel, bow. Oh, I got pictures of all this stuff. Sweet. I'm gonna get this shit. You're out of your mind game. I'm gonna pick this stuff up. Oh, man. Jeez. Lionel. Mighty Lionel. Attack up +5. Durability. I'm gonna get rid of this. I'm gonna pick up this, and I'm gonna get rid of this. I'm gonna get rid of this guy because it's been wanting to break. So there we go. So I gotta find now. I actually gotta find the damn chest. Or what am I looking for again? No. What am I looking for? Lino. Thunder. Thunder. Thunder Smash. By Link. Find these pieces. Okay, so Fierce Phantoms feared even by hidden ruins of Hyrule Field. Find these pieces of the battleground with brave. So pieces. Armor, equipment. I guess I'm just gonna have to have faith and, you know, have confidence in that I'll know it when I see it. Okay. So anyways, so I got my Power Color graphics card. I popped it in, and this is the first time I actually put in a graphics card. And I was confused. I thought I was doing something wrong. And this also too is when I realized that I had to get another power supply, because I had a 300 watt power supply. It wasn't enough for the graphics card that I got. That's also something else that I was trying to get you know, an understanding of. So I bought an 850 watt power supply for like $50 on eBay. Some no-name brand power supply. And I had my reservations on it, right? Because I told a buddy of mine, he's like, there's no way it's 850 watts. So I put it in. I didn't put the power supply in until I got the graphics card to put in, right? So it was a lot of like, did I put it in right? Did I connect everything properly? Did I make a mistake? Did I screw up the graphics card? Maybe it's not the graphics card. Maybe it's the... So I was actually fiddling with the damn thing for like a week, right? And during this time, me fiddling with the damn graphics card, I'm thinking, well, I mean, you know, because I wasn't sure. I didn't know if maybe I did something wrong or maybe I had another bum card. You know, there's no real way to tell. And as I'm playing, will you stop it? Let's see. As I'm trying to mess with it, right? You know, I'm trying to get an understanding of, you know, if I'm doing something wrong. And then during this time, other people are putting up more negative reviews. And nothing but 1 stars or 1 egg or whatever. Nothing but 1. There was nothing more. There was just that 1 5-star review that I had mentioned, I think was crap. And I'm pretty sure everybody else disagreed agreed with me, disagreed with that one individual as well. So, finally, at one point I said, you know what, the graphics card's got to be bad. You know, I'm not so incapable that I don't, I got to know what I'm doing to a degree, right? So I remember, like, really feeling confident about my decision when I decided to take out the, graphics card and put in my old little graphics card. It was like a $40 graphics card. It was, you know, just a little dinky one, nothing crazy. You know, made the computer work, right? Jeez. But with the power supply that I bought, the 850 watt power supply that I bought, oh my god. I didn't kill the Lionel to lose to you. Jeez, I need more food. That's always my problem in this game. I never have enough food. Maybe I should wear the mask. I'm running out of more food this way. Actually, you know what? You know what? I'm gonna drop it. I thought I had... I do. So I finally did an RMA. I took it back. There we go. See, that's what I needed. I finally did an RMA. They sent it. I sent it back. I got a refund, and then I remember checking in on it like a week later, and they said that the item was out of stock, which I know is pretty much code for they got rid of it. They took it off. I remember putting up a review saying that, you know, I was just hoping that maybe, you know, I was really hoping I wouldn't be another statistic and this and that, but unfortunately it seems that these cards just don't work regardless, and, you know, fiddling with it for over a week, checking to see if I'm doing it wrong with this power supply or whatever. It was terrible, man. It was terrible. So I ended up going to Tiger Direct, the one I mentioned to you before, and it had, then I bought a NVIDIA 970 GTX there. I still have it. It's still the one I have. And I bought also a... Here's another thing. I bought a 750 watt platinum Corsair power supply. It was like $150. But I had the money at the time. Screw it. Bought it. So I went full throttle with it. So, Corsair, the power supply died on me. The power supply died on me out of the blue. One day. Like 3 months. I didn't have a warranty in store. I think I actually had a warranty on the graphics card in Tiger Direct. And that's because a month later, too, as a matter of fact. That's why I was super surprised. Is that Tiger Direct closed. I didn't even know they were closing. I didn't even know. So they close, and I feel like I wasted like $30 extra on the fucking warranty, because again I was like super freaked out. Why do I see? Do you see that? Look at that line. Like, you could see the fuzz, the fog moving back as I advance. Like, it's changing the texture in the graphics. That's weird. Has it always been like that? Nah. Well, anyhow. So, I feel like Tiger Direct ripped me off there. Back in the day before that, it was Comp USA. Is this it? Is this it? Nope. It's gotta say EX, right? And this is only because I'm assuming it's here, but where else will warriors show their skills other than a battle, you know, coliseum? So, my power supply died after having it for 3 months. I called Corsair. It turns out I have like a 7-year manufacturer's warranty. Like, they have 7-year warranties on their power supplies. I was like, okay, cool. Well, then I guess I can get this exchanged. So they sent me everything I needed to get it exchanged. It's for free. I got another power supply, a replacement, and that one lasted for like 3 months again. Like, okay, well, shit. So I tried messing with it. I tried fiddling with it. I tried turning it back on. Is that it? That might be. Maybe that might be it. Oh, no, I'm not going to fall. I'm not going to deal with it. I'm not going to fall. So I'm trying to, like, not mess with surge protectors or anything. I'm trying to put everything in one outlet with the surge protector, and then just put the power supply for the PC to its own outlet, you know, so it's not going under any extra load or anything like that. And this is really high. You know, just trying different things, seeing if because they told me at one point like, oh, maybe you have dirty power, and this and that. And I'm like, I don't have dirty power. That's crap. I don't have dirty power. So I ended up getting another RMA. I got another replacement power supply, right? So I get another power supply. It comes in. I take it, and then of course doing all this is a pain in the ass. I gotta take everything out. I gotta put in my old power supply, right? So I gotta, you know, cable management and all that crap. You know, it's just a pain to have to be going back and forth just because this thing keeps breaking and doesn't work. So sneak up on this guy right here. So I put in the third replacement that they sent me. Got him. I put in the third replacement that they sent me, right? I pop it in. They're like, this shouldn't happen anymore, blah, blah, blah. I pop it in, and that one worked for about 40 minutes. 40 minutes. I was like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. There's no way it's gonna happen again. I wasn't livid, you know, I wasn't like irate, like I wasn't so mad that, you know, but I was frustrated. I made it real clear, like, you know, this is crap, you know. I thought Corsair is supposed to be a good brand. Everybody talks good about you guys, and then this is what happens, you know. It just, you know, is that how you guys run your business? Blah blah blah.
Can I have this last one?
Yeah, you can take it, buddy. Hey, Ed, do me a favor, buddy. You give me
Another water.
a monster.
Oh.
Thank you, buddy. Yeah, it didn't. Yeah, no kidding. So I called him up after that last time. I told the person that I spoke with, because they have your account information. They had my account information for sure. And I told him, you know, I gave him a bunch of BS. Like, I had an electrician come in and say, oh, you know, I don't got dirty power and this and that. But even then, you know, still at the same time, they're not going to say, oh, well, it's your fault. No, bull crap. It's garbage. So I told him, because also, too, with the amount of tech that I had in the PC, I had a 750 watt power supply, which was what everybody was telling me way more than enough. For all the stuff that I had in my rig, 550 would have been just fine, is what they said. You know, I did it on the website. They told me that online. Like, you know, other tech support said the same thing. Thanks, buddy. Appreciate it. Hey, close my door, Eden, please. Let's see. Can I sneak up on this guy? Hey, Eden, do me a favor, buddy. Can you put all the Amiibo back on the shelf? So I told him the same thing, and this is what I told him. I ended up saying, because I had a 750 watt Corsair HX. They got the HX and they have the AX, and they might have other ones, right? So let me crack this guy open here.
Dad, I leave the good ones on our down, right?
Yes, sir. So, I told the guy, I go, look, man, you know, this has happened multiple times. I get one that dies on me after 3 months. I get a replacement that dies after me on 3 months. I get a replacement for the replacement that dies in 40 minutes. It feels like I'm brought up a joke. You know, they said, well, I said, look, the thing is, I don't think that these are helping. You know, I don't think that I'm getting what I need. You know, you guys can probably send me another replacement, but I think that's just kind of prolonging the inevitable. Like, I feel like this is going to be an ongoing issue, and it needs to be fixed. You know, this isn't helping. You know, I told him, I go, I don't got a problem with your customer service. You guys have been real nice with me. You guys have been really understanding of the situation. You guys never give me any grief as far as sending me replacements, so I appreciate that. But when it comes to your tech, you know, it's falling really short of what a lot of other people are saying. Um, you know, I remember they were telling me, like, oh, you know, it has Japanese capacitors and this and that, you know, trying to really sell me on it. And I was like, well, you know what? The Japanese are screwing up, man. Usually I think they're on top of tech stuff like this, so I don't know what the problem is. So, the guy that I spoke with last, he said, well, look, what we could do... Jeez, I don't know what this thing is, man. He says what we could do is we can... I'm gonna check all the levels again. He says what we could do is send you either a stronger wattage, an 850 HX, or we could send you the 750 AX as opposed to the HX that you have. And I told him, I go, well, you know what? I don't think that I need extra power, so let me try a different flavor of power supply. Let me get the AX instead. So he set me up for an order for the 750 AX. This was in the evening, a little bit after 6 p.m. that I spoke with him. He set me up with. So that was done and done, but he called me the following morning, I want to say around, it was probably 9 o'clock. Because I remember I was on break at one of my last jobs around that this had happened. And he says, hey, look, we don't have any 750 AXs. I apologize about, you know, trying to set you up for that just to find out that this happened. I said, well, you're still able to do the 850 HX, right? Then let's just do that. If I have no other choice, then let's just give me that extra power. Let's go for it. So that was about 2 years ago and change, maybe almost 3 years ago. And I still got it in this thing right now. And hey, you know what? It hasn't let me down yet. You know? I don't know if maybe all the extra stuff I got running off it from before, maybe that was a problem, you know, because, you know, I get a lot of USB ports. I got a lot of things running off USB, headsets, capture cards. I have my camera running, you know, connected to it at least, so it's constantly getting a signal. I got 3 monitors on this thing, you know. Maybe it was just couldn't handle all the extra power. Maybe it could. I don't know. But all I know is I'm gonna eat this Snickers because it's Friday night. Here, dude. So, no. I mean, I don't know if I'm looking for something specific or not, man. I mean, I suppose I could always come back another time. And you haven't done these, have you, Catface? The guy was pretty cool. He was. I mean, you know, that's what I'll say about Corsair. You know, I probably had some power supplies from a bad batch. Oh, this ain't gonna work. I probably got some power supplies from a bad batch, and I just, you know, I had some bad luck when it came to the draw. I'll say this though. I mean, that's how you know customer service is key. You know, that was, if you think about it, that's really what made the difference of the experience altogether. I could still be bitter to this day and be like, oh, I hate Corsair. They're garbage. They couldn't even help me. I got their power supply. The thing kept breaking. Said it was my fault. Blah, blah, blah. You know, so I'm glad I don't say that. I'm glad I can actually say, you know, good things I can have a good ending to the story and say, hey, you know what? They helped me out. They helped me out every single time I had an issue. I had a lot of issues, but they made sure to get them fixed, and they got it fixed for keeps. So, you don't have Breath of the Wild? We've never played Breath of the Wild? Why do you want me to give you my candy, dude? Here. I'm gonna take one more bite. Do you have a Switch? I think that's a reasonable question. This battery is dead. Gotta switch it out. Here we go. Alright. I just watch people play it online. I have a Wii U. Man, Catface, I love the Wii U, dude. I think it's such a shame that the Wii U just kind of... It just skid across the surface. I really think it's like the second Dreamcast. You know, the Dreamcast wasn't here as long, but everybody knew what the Dreamcast was. I think, so it has a good following. I think the Wii U also has a good following, but not a lot of people knew what it was. Watch, like, 10, 15 years from now, you're going to be like, did you guys know that there was a console called the Wii U? Some people knew about it, but a lot of other people didn't. I could just see videos like that, and people are like, oh, I got to get a Wii U, and it's going to be one of those consoles that's going to be worth so much money. I got the Zelda Wii U, as a matter of fact. This is the one I ended up getting when it dropped from 350 to 300 with Wind Waker. So, come on, camera. Let's do this. Oh no, gotta go this way. All right, there we are. Dude, if you get it on the Wii U, it's the exact same game. The exact same. It looks the same. It runs the same. It's just fine. And I was playing it on the Wii U. I could play it on either or. I do not care. Because it's that good of a game, and it's not a big difference. I mean, if you want to play it on the go, like if you're like at work and you want to play on your lunch or play on your break, that's what I would do. Get up for the Switch. But I mean, I'm playing on the Switch right now, and I'm using a regular control. With the Switch, you have the best of both worlds. You have best of both worlds, but if you have it to get it on the Wii U as a game, you're not missing anything. You're not missing in on anything. So that's not a concern. It's definitely not a concern. Dude! I can't find the thing. Alright, you know what? Find the pieces at a battleground where brave souls tested their skill. Tested their skill, right? Like, for sport. That's what Coliseums are. They're for sport, right? And at ruins were soldiers. That's all I'm gonna get, huh? rumor mill. Rumor has it. Let's do the Korok mask. Just so we can have some progression, huh? You were disappointed with the Wii? Oh, that's a shame. I've actually been wanting to do... Well... I've been thinking about doing a review for the Wii U. Just to kind of elaborate on it. Shin Megami Tensei Crossfire Emblem. Which one was that? Didn't it have its own specific title? Shin Megami Tensei... Was that what that's just what it was called? It was like an RPG with... Fire Emblem characters, right? It's like super... It was like a turn-based... it was like a turn-based game, right? I never played it. Let's see. Like, yeah, man. I mean, the Wii U is good. It had HD Wind Waker, which I think that's, you know, that was a milestone. Only because it was like playing Wind Waker for the first time all over again. It was like playing Wind Waker for the first time all over again. I didn't play Twilight HD. I want to get it. I want to get physical copies of both.
What did I charge you?
Should be over there, dude. I don't know. You guys never put my charges back.
I always do.
Let's see. Like, it had both Zeldas and Breath of the Wild. So, I mean, it had, like, essentially, I mean, even though two of them were remade, I mean, still, bottom line, there are 3 console Zelda games that are on the Wii U. So, I mean, you know, that in itself is something to say. I've been thinking about getting Xenoblade Chronicles, but you know what? I tried playing Xenoblade on Wii. I want to say like I was maybe like 20 hours or so, maybe 25 hours, and I wasn't too crazy about the combat. Only because yeah, Tokyo Mirage Sessions. Yeah, that's the name that I remember hearing of. I didn't know that it had Fire Emblem characters until after I heard somebody mention it. SMT Shin Megami Tensei. See, I never played Shin Megami Tensei either. So that's all. That's new to me, man. Oh, thanks. Thanks. I'm gonna leave this in here. I know there's glue in there, buddy. Who are you? Would you... So you wouldn't recommend it then? You wouldn't recommend playing Tokyo Mirage Sessions?
Look at it.
Oh, there's a book.
Look at it.
Just play it, boy. Super Rumor Mill EX Volume 1. Tracy here. Awake or asleep, my quest for juicy rumors never rests, ever. Doesn't everyone gossip in their sleep? Today I've got a hot rumor fresh from the mill that is, wait for it, exclusive. And the topic is, mysterious Korok mask. They say if you pour enough love into an object, a spirit will inhabit it. Something that creepy has just got to be true. And apparently the Korok mask really is inhabited by a spirit. If you wear it, it supposedly shakes and makes adorably weird noises every now and then. Maybe it does that to tell you when friends are nearby and you can't see them. Who knows? Some say the treasure chest containing this mask is hidden in a tree hollow in a forest that makes people lose their way. Oh, no! I don't want to go there! Sounds like a tough place to find something. Luckily, word has it, there's a convenient trick for finding your way. What do you mean there's a convenient trick for finding my way? How dare you? Okay, so I gotta go to the Lost Woods. Which is literally, like, right up the road. Okay. Let's see. What Wii U games I got? Okay, like Super Mario Maker. Like, right? Like that's a good game. Regardless. You know, make your own Mario game. It's, I mean, that's cool. If they do make like a Mario Maker 2, instead of just making levels, they should let you make, like, the levels and, like, the overworld. Or if they want to go a step beyond, Super Mario Maker 3D, where you can actually make a 3D platformer of levels. Like, it doesn't gotta be like the actual like worlds or whatever. That'd be cool if it could, but also to like make like those tripped out like galaxy sections that were actually in Super Mario Sunshine and stuff like that. You know what? I've never played Fire Emblem, any of them. Just, I mean, not for any other reason than I just haven't. I haven't played Persona. However, I have a friend that I've known for a long time, since way back in like freshman year, high school, and he, from my understanding, barely got into Persona. So he told me to hit it up. So I mean, so that is enough to know that I know it's a good game. And I've been, told about fairly recently by somebody I've known for a long time that I know that that's their first time playing it. Shin Megami Tensei, I haven't played any of those. I just haven't. I feel like those, a couple of those games came out before I even found out what they were. Oh, I need to go this way. Here I go. I have to go over there. And I haven't played any Fire Emblem games. I never played them on... I didn't play the GameCube one, and now that one's freaking expensive. I didn't play any of them on the, what was it? I didn't play any of them on the, on the Game Boy Advance. Which there's a lot of good Game Boy Advance games, man. I feel like that's like one of the few frontiers left that you can actually probably find some really good gems that aren't too expensive just because people don't know about it. But Fire Emblem is a known name that people would charge, even if they're just scalpers. But let's see. Eden, my door, please, buddy. Let me see. I just want to know, what games do I got? Let's see. Okay, Smash Brothers for Wii U. That to me, like, everybody likes Melee. Melee's fine, but it's just not for me. I can't assimilate like I could back in the day. Once I got in a brawl, I couldn't go back to Melee, and Wii U was the next step forward. So I got Smash Bros, which regardless, you gotta have Smash Bros, right? Oh, you know what? What? That's One Punch Man. You know what? I got Kirby and the Rainbow Curse, and I totally forgot about it. I cannot believe I bought this game. Look at it. It's still closed. I still have it closed. Let me see. Let's see. Can you... Let me hit this light. I mean, you probably could, but I want to make sure that it's... You see that? Yeah, you see that. I got it for 19 bucks at Walmart. So, let's see. Oh, you know what? This, I would say, is an absolute necessity because I just think that it's a must-have. If you have a Wii U, you gotta get it. You gotta get it. You got. Keep disconnecting my headset. I apologize about that. You have to get Bayonetta. You got to get Bayonetta. Bayonetta 2. I actually got this right when it came out just because I was like, you know what? There's not a lot of games for the Wii U yet. This, that. So I actually got one of the first prints, and I didn't find out until recently that you have... Well, you have Bayonetta 1. It came with Bayonetta 1 and Bayonetta 2. When I first got it, I thought it was going to be like some sort of download code or something for Bayonetta, which I was like, man, that's stupid. But it actually has a physical copy, and this is something that's exclusive to the first prints. Only the first prints of Bayonetta 2 came with the physical copy of Bayonetta 1. So, so definitely Bayonetta is a game. And this is one of the hardest games I've ever played. If you haven't played Bayonetta, give it a shot. It is, I think it's one of the hardest. It's one of the hardest games I've ever played. Like Ninja Gaiden Black on the original Xbox. Hard. Like, it is hard. I liked Mario Kart 8. Mario Kart 8 was good. I got Mario Kart 8, the original one for the Wii U, which you can get it now for, well, you can get Deluxe, which actually Deluxe is way better. So Mario Kart 8, good for the Wii U, but between that and the Switch version, get it for the Switch. Here's another game that I absolutely adore. Hyrule Warriors. Buddy, I don't know where the charger is, man. You need to go check in your room. See if it's plugged in the wall. Or check in Brianna's room. Or check under the bed. You guys keep taking the charge out of this room, and now you don't have a charger to charge it, dude. I don't have a charger to charge mine. Just look around. If it dies, it dies. Here, close it, Eden. This helps. Close it, and it won't die as fast. Now, look for the charger. Dark Souls hard. Dark Souls is a different kind of hard. I think Dark Souls is a little bit more. I say Dark Souls is a little bit more like chess. Dark Souls, you gotta pick your fights. Dark Souls, you gotta pick your fights. Dark Souls, you have to be patient to attack. You have to be smart. Bayonetta is like Ninja Gaiden, where you gotta be extremely aggressive, you gotta be extremely reactive, you gotta be extremely fast. I really think they're in their own kind of. They're both extremely hard, but in their own right. Like, you can't say Ninja Gaiden or Bayonetta is hard the same way Bloodborne or Dark Souls is, because it's two completely different kind of feels. I wouldn't even say they're two sides of the same coin. It's like I said, you got to be a little bit more methodical in Dark Souls and in Bloodborne. Pick your fights, be patient, know when to attack. You got to be smart. Bayonetta and Ninja Gaiden, you gotta be fast, you gotta be reactive, you gotta be on top of it, and you cannot slow down at any point, or you're dead. It's a great game, though. Hyrule Warriors. Hyrule Warriors. I will binge on this game forever. I love Hyrule Warriors. I love Dynasty Warriors. It's a game that we found out about in high school, when we were in high school. Oh, no, not even in middle school. I had a friend who had a PS2, and we always had Nintendo. So he brought over his PS2. He had Dynasty Warriors, and we'd play Dynasty Warriors 3 all the time. So we really got into Dynasty Warriors. And then this sounds like something like a game that we would come up with when we were kids. Like, oh, imagine if you could play as, you know, Link and Sheik and Impa and all that stuff. And you'd fight a bunch of, you know, enemies in Zelda. You know. This game is great. I love this game. This is one of the games that I hope that they bring over to the Switch. You know, this one's great. Let's see. Captain Toad. It's a cute little game. You know, it's not super complex, but it's pretty. It has that Nintendo polish. You have Super Mario 3D World, which a lot of people like it. I'm going to be in the minority and say I'm not crazy about it. But I still think it's a good game all the same as far as what it is. Like I said, I'm going to be devil's advocate and say I don't like it that much. But a lot of people do. You got Pikmin 3. Okay. That's a good Wii U game. I like Nintendo Land. I really like Nintendo Land. It's better than 1-2 Switch. Then I got a couple Skylanders games. I got Warriors Orochi, which is like Dynasty Warriors and Orochi Warriors. I got Ninja Gaiden 3 Razor's Edge that I got for like, I want to see $7. I still haven't opened it. I don't know why. I'll tell you this. To my knowledge, Ninja Gaiden 3 Razor's Edge, the Wii U remake, is actually supposed to be a lot harder than Ninja Gaiden, than Ninja Gaiden 3 on the PS3 and 360. You love Super Mario 3D World. Oh man, I don't like it that much, man. I don't hate it. It's kind of boring to me. Like, I feel like I'm missing out if I'm not playing. Okay. It doesn't feel like a proper 3D platformer to me. Like, it doesn't, it's not in that same line of, it's not like in the same line of like Mario 64 or Sunshine or Galaxy to me. Like, it's kind of its own thing. It's more like New Super Mario Bros. And New Super Mario Bros. U. Like, that's what it's like to me. Like, that's, you know, and Super Mario 3D World, I felt like it was being more marketed for, leave that alone, put that back. I was thinking it was more marketed to be like Odyssey, but it's not. It was more like New Super Mario Bros. And that's just, I guess, you know, maybe that's my fault for, you know, having the wrong impression based on misinformation that I may have interpreted improperly. Hey, you know what? Here's a game. Here's definitely a game. It's definitely better with friends, that's for sure. Here's a game that everybody hated, everybody ridiculed, and I actually really, really liked, and I think it's way better than a lot of other people gave it credit for. And that's Zombie U. I think Zombie U is actually a really, really good game. I didn't finish it. I got so far, and then I stopped playing because I was playing back when I was doing like 12-hour shifts, so I wasn't playing that much. But you know what? This game legit scared me because I set a goal for myself. You know, I made it to where I didn't want to die. I didn't want to have to go pick up my stuff again. I didn't want to die. I didn't want to lose the character that I had. I didn't want to have permanent death for that character. So, and I remember, and the thing is, I think it had like some of the best, you know, utilization of the gamepad, as far as like using it for radar and stuff. I thought that was really cool. But the radar on the gamepad would actually pick up anything that was moving, whether it was a zombie or not. And I remember going into a construction zone, and then they have those big sewer concrete tunnels, those pipes. And I had something picking up on the radar on the gamepad that that I couldn't actually see on the screen. So I was slowly walking towards it, being cautious, and then casually a crow flew out. Didn't make any noise. It didn't make no noise. It didn't rush out super fast. It just slowly picked up and flew out gracefully, slowly, naturally out of the pipe, and it scared the shit out of me. It legit scared me just because I had so much tension from not wanting to die. And just, you know, that was the game actually scaring me based on its mechanics and not off of jump scares or anything like that. So I had to give it to this game. I think that this is a really good game, and it's a shame that a lot of people didn't like it. You know, I thought it was a good game. I thought it was a really good game. But I also have Mario Odyssey. Mario Odyssey, like I said, whoa, ow. Hey, can I get my dog back? I just noticed that I don't got my dog with me. Mario Odyssey, what about Mario's? Mario Odyssey falls a little short for me also. Yeah, I did use the gamepad well. Mario Odyssey kind of falls a little short for me. You know, everybody's going super crazy over it. Everyone really likes it. That's fine. That's cool. I don't know if you know who Jim Sterling is. You know, he gets a lot of notoriety for being just very brutally honest, and a lot of people on YouTube. I give a lot of respect to guys like that, because it's hard to be honest about something these days and worry about it, offending people to the point where it has negative backlash towards you. So that's why that's one of the reasons I like him so much. But Jim Sterling, man, he went as far as saying that it's the best. I think he said best Mario game. It might have been the best Nintendo game. It's something along those lines, that it was the best game. It was the best Mario game he's ever played. Probably the best Nintendo game he's ever played. I believe those are the words he used. And to say that, it's like, wow. You know, to understand that that's how you really... So, it kind of set the bar real high for me. I haven't played Forces yet. I haven't played Forces. I've played Mania. I like Mania. I really like Mania. I actually have Mania right here, as a matter of fact. Sonic Mania. Good stuff. But I haven't played Sonic Forces. Odyssey's okay. I like the costumes in Odyssey. I don't know where to go. This is why I don't want to come here.
Dad, I found it.
Where was it?
On the floor.
On the floor.
This.
What?
I found this under you.
Be really careful with that, because the tip's broken off. So you might scratch the screen. As a matter of fact, just use your finger, buddy. Please. Just go like that with your finger.
Yeah, but then it's gonna make it bad.
I'd rather use your finger than scratch the screen. Awesome. You don't even need that for the game. Just, yeah. Good job. Bam. Awesome. I'll say this. The Switch does not need a stylus. I don't know how many styluses I've had to get and replace.
Maybe times.
Do you see any open-mouthed trees? That's one. This is one right here. But that's not the one I'm looking for. Maybe... Nah. No. What's... No. The fog. I don't know, man. I see Sonic Forces, and it just seems kind of... I don't know, man. Like, everybody likes Sonic Adventure 2, right? Like, I like it. But do I like it because of the chows? Is it a different game? What was different about that game? You know? I remember that game being frustrating. Sometimes. Dying for no reason. Falling through stuff. Like, that game had its fair share of problems. So what was it about that game? Are people holding the newer Sonics to an unfair standard based on some sort of... nostalgic memory of a game that they could feel very differently about these days, I like playing Odyssey. I have 06. I haven't played 06. I'm saving that for a special occasion. I don't know if you're aware, Catface, but I do have a Let's Play channel. You want to check that one out. As a matter of fact, I have a good friend of mine coming over tomorrow. At least that's the plan. To do, we've been doing, well, the last thing that we did, which we want to jump back on, was, is Doom. The 2016 Doom. And we actually want to do all the Dooms. And it's my Let's Play channel. It's called A Game for Freddy. I don't know if you know about it or not, but, if you'd like, check it out. Give it a look-see if that's what you're into. Can I go over here? No, I can't go over here. I can't go over here. I can't go over here. Okay, fine. Yeah, I don't know, Forces Classic Sonic. Well, I mean, like, I don't know. You know, I don't know why they don't, like, what they need to do is they need to make, like, an open world Sonic game, but an open world Sonic game built, you know, for Sonic. Something that he could run around in, something that they could, you know, players can use his speed. You know, I really think that Sonic has that kind of, you know, the kind of mechanics that, you know, I don't think it would require an explanation to explain Sonic using his speed similar to how they do like in Dragon Ball Z. You know, they're like, excuse me, got the burps. If Sonic did some stuff like that, I don't think anybody would question it. I think they'd be able to give him better control that way, give him more omnidirectional speed. You know, I mean, if he can move fast, he should be able to move fast. What did I? You know, I went through that whole forest. I can't believe I didn't screw up, and at the same time, I didn't find anything. Huh. I did make it though. Like it just, I'm sure that if somebody took the time to build a game that utilizes a character that's real similar to Sonic, Adventure 2, favorite Dreamcast game right beside PSO version. PSO? PSO? Not PlayStation 1? Or PSO? What's PSO? Are you talking about the PlayStation 1 version 2? Is there something I don't know about? Oh wait, crap. I wish this thing would just stay on. I mean, that's the whole reason I plugged this stupid camera in the first place. Here we go. Bam. That ain't it. Where's my camera? Give me a sec here, Catface. Having technical difficulties, unreasonably technical. Phantasy Star Online. Okay. Oh, wow. Alright, that fixed it. I always wanted to play that on the GameCube. And, never did. I still don't have it. I got a fair amount of games. Actually, I haven't had a lot of money for collecting, like, retro games lately. For a while, actually. And where I live, too, man, it's hard. It's hard to find games. Everybody's in the gaming scene. I always say this, the last frontier of actually getting games is, like, getting games for a good deal. What's going on now? I don't know what's going on. It's garage sales. That's what I say, garage sales. What's this? A voice beckons you here. I see. So the time has come. I shall now tell you all I know about the arduous trial that awaits you. The sword you have reunited with, the Master Sword, it has yet to realize its true splendor. This trial shall test your courage to ensure you are worthy of its splendor. I say splendor twice. It is called the Trial of the Sword. He will challenge you as you have never been challenged before. Whoa, hey, dude. Stop playing with sticks, man. See, if that was my kids, they'd actually hit each other, and then they'd come crying about it. Before they actually were all in agreement to playing with the sticks. All your weapons and armor will be sealed away. You must face your enemies without the tools you've come to rely on. Once you've tempered your soul and proven your wisdom and courage by completing the trial of the sword, the Master Sword shall truly be yours. Unless my eyes deceive me, you seem quite willing to take on this trial. A hero through and through. Now, Link, place the Master Sword in its pedestal. No, I don't want to yet. You can't. I don't want to. I'm trying to find the thing for the mask. EX Trial of the Sword. Adventure log. Right there, sir. Go ahead and grab the Silent Princess. Ooh, looky there. Another one. Alright, third. Oh, jolly good. Hi there, sir. I have some DQ seeds for you. Hestu. If you'll return my lost Korok seeds. I think I need to get a new bow stash. 8 Korok seeds. Sure, why not? Sure. You hear that music down here a lot. Like, no fooling, like, for real, for real. Da na 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 na. Bum 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 bum. Catface. I would like to ask you a question. Let me know if this is something that you're okay with. Bum 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 bum. You know what, man? I really wanted to try to find it. Why am I in the tree? Chill out, dude. Chill out, dude. What's up? I'm still streaming. Why am I? You wanna come in? You can come in. Alright, I love you too. I can't use that here. What? Why? Whatever. You know, I thought I'd have more of a handle on these extra trials. The treasure chest containing the Korok mask is hidden in the hollow of a terrifying tree in a forest that causes those who enter to lose their way. It also seems there's a convenient way to search for it. Dude! Why is this screwing me up? Oh, what was it gonna... Ah, yeah, no, you're fine. What is your favorite video of mine? I would like to know. Assuming that you've checked them all. Of all the ones that you've seen, what is your favorite one? I usually ask people that have seen my videos. It gives me a little bit more insight on what did I do, what can I do different, you know that kind of stuff.
Yoshi is eating everything.
That's Yoshi, dude. But he doesn't eat hot peppers. Not the green one. This I know. I tried doing an AMA video. I don't know if you actually saw that. I titled it Not an Update. And I ended up kind of pulling back on that because I just didn't get enough feedback, and the little bit of feedback I did get, it didn't seem serious enough. It just, you know, I mean, I'm not a serious person to a certain, you know, to a big extent to where it's an issue or anything. But at the same time, if I'm gonna put effort into making a video, I want to do it because, you know, there's enough feedback for people that actually want to get more insight as to, you know, me or about the videos or whatever. That, you know, because I was trying to do an AMA, but that was months ago already. I privatized the video. I said, you know, whatever. I think somebody asked me if my chain was roll gold. I don't have it. I need to get it back on. I need to get that one. I need to get back on. It's actually silver. That chain I have is silver. I haven't had it on. I gotta get it put back on. But the chain that I had was silver, and it's not gold. And it cost me 90 bucks, I think, and I've had it for over 10 years. Is this it? Because I've never seen this one before. You need to simmer down, boy. The No Man... You know what? Hey, Catface, I'm really glad you like the No Man's Sky video. That one gave me a chance to... There's not a lot of videos that at least the majority of which, where, you know, I feel that the format of the video is where it's, you know, it's appropriate for me to be serious, you know, and I felt like that one was more introspective, and I really, you know, that's why I really liked No Man's Sky. And that video, actually, another thing too, so, yeah, just pushing the boundaries, you know, having that kind of mentality, you know, that perspective. I really like No Man's Sky. I've live streamed No Man's Sky a couple times. I want to live stream more often. I don't get a lot of people to visit the streams, and the thing is, I don't like streaming on my main channel because I try to keep my channel's content uniform, in that the videos that I have on my main channel are gonna consist of either a review or of an unboxing or of a mod, you know, that I'm doing. It's got to be one of those. But, oh, there it is. I found it. Oh, my God, I found it. I found it. Dude, I found it. Okay. Oh, it's a Korok mask. Woo! Alright, cool. The mask inspired by those fun-loving Koroks. It shakes when one is hiding nearby. It's rather rare find. Sweet. Cool. Awesome. Well, that's something. That's progress. So yeah, so here's the thing though. I was streaming on Twitch, and I have my Twitter, and I have my Facebook community page, but there's not a lot of my subscribers are on any of the social media. So when I'm actually trying to find an outlet and try to get feedback on what to do or to let other people know if something's going on, like if I want to do a live stream or if I want to do an AMA or if somebody just had a particular question for me in particular, you know, something like that. Not like less than 1% of my subscribers are actually on my social medias. So it's because of that that, you know, I decided maybe I should stop being so picky and make the effort of at least doing live streams on my YouTube and on my and on Twitch. So I'm doing live streams on my YouTube and I'm doing live streams on Twitch, but we also have, like, you know, we have local Facebooks, like gaming Facebooks for the region I'm in, which is the Valley, the Rio Grande Valley, which is where I live near the border. And hold on, let's see here. So it's because of that that you know what, screw it, let's try this too. That what I also do is I try to stream like just on Facebook on some of the gaming pages, and I get people coming in and out, you know, every so often, you know. I get people that come in every so often, but nobody consistently stays, I guess, because it's Facebook. I just feel like Facebook doesn't foster the type of interface that people feel encouraged to actually stay with. You know, people don't want to sit on Facebook and watch a Facebook stream. Not often, anyways. People do, but not like they would on Twitch or that they would on YouTube. People go to Twitch to watch live streams. People go to YouTube to watch YouTube channels or YouTube videos along with live streams that they could do. People go to Facebook to socialize. People go to Facebook to socialize and just, you know, by doing that, by seeing what's being shared amongst friends, tags, and all this other stuff. So, streaming on Facebook isn't essentially like a main draw on Facebook, and it's potentially distracting to people. So people don't typically stay watching a stream on average for very long. So that's why I'm trying to stream on my main channel, because that's my most potential audience. That's my biggest audience. What's up, Rex? What's you? Whoa. I saw you how there. Could it be? It's a fake. Right? I hear the legendary sword is hidden deep in a forest, but no one has ever returned from that forest. I'm gonna go after the legendary sword. Just stay on our way. Okay, Rex. So that's that's, you know, I want to start doing yeah, see, live streaming is for quick videos, like in and out, this cop is trying to arrest me illegally, stuff like that. And I've had people come and go, but it really hasn't had a lasting effect. I know a lot of other reasons too is that live streaming, you have to be consistent, but you know, I want to make an effort to do a schedule. Now, I'll say this. I was live streaming a fair amount about a month and a half, 2 months ago. And I kind of disappeared. And the reason for that is I was actually in the oil field these last 6 weeks or so. I got out of it. I hated it. I don't like not being home. It was it's just not for me. You know, there's some people that are built from it, you know, built for it. You know, I'm a different cut of a different mold. You know, I'm a big homebody. You know, I like being home. So it just ended up not being for me, and I ended up coming home. But, you know, during that time, it's, you know, you're there, you're going to be having 14 hours out of your day for work, much less gaming, and then much less live streaming, socializing, stuff like that. And then, of course, you know, you're in an oil field. Best case scenario, you're gonna be held, you're gonna be put up in a hotel. You're not gonna be, you're gonna be put up in a hotel and stuff. You're not going to be, you're not gonna have your whole setup to where you can, do live streaming and stuff like that. Like, yeah, you can use your phone to live stream Facebook and stuff, but you can't, do a live stream of a gaming session and stuff like that. It's not gonna work. So since I'm back, so I came back, I got another job, that's why I came back, so now I'm home again. My schedule's more lenient than what it was, and I want to start live streaming more. I want to start live streaming more so I can get more feedback from the fans, from the subscribers, from the people that are interested in seeing more. And that'll be also more encouraging to make more videos. Like I said, the No Man's Sky video actually was kind of a hallmark for me because I want to say that video took me like 3-4 weeks to make, which isn't that bad. It's not that bad at all. Like, let me see. I'm trying to think here. Throwing an egg. Okay, so my Dying Light video. My longest video. That took me 6 months. That video took me 6 months to make. But a lot of the reason it took me so long to make, though, is it's not just that it took me so long to make. It's that, at the time I was working. Oh, I made something new. Oh, cool. I was working 12-hour shifts.
Ow!
Don't do that, boy. You scared the crap out of me. I was working 12-hour shifts, so I didn't have a lot of time to work on videos to begin with. So it was a real taxing video. But on top of that, is it giving me an option? Oh, I can't cook it. Oh, boo, because it started raining. So, yeah, so I was doing 12-hour shifts. My wife was pregnant with, baby Zelda at the time. So that took a lot of time. I mean, that also was a contributor to me not having a lot of time to, or rather, not having a lot of time, having less time to commit to videos. There's be some days where I'm just frustrated, and I was like, man, I don't feel like sitting down, working on the, because making videos can be stressful. It can be stressful. It can be frustrating. It can get frustrating, and that's dangerous. You don't want to be making videos for fun, and then it gets frustrating. You don't want to be playing video games for fun, and then that gets frustrating. It's the same kind of concept. You don't want to do anything you want to do or like to do, and then it gets frustrating, That can instantly teleport you to wherever you placed it. What's more, this wondrous item may still be somewhere out there just waiting to be scooped up. I must say, it sounds like the perfect item for travelers, adventurers, and rumor lovers alike. I hear that the treasure chest containing this tool is located beneath a labyrinth in North Akala. Is it true or just a beautiful dream? North Akala. Oh, over here. Oh, excuse me. Can I not teleport there? I know where that is. So, let's see. So anyways, Dying Light just took a long time. Dying Light took a long time because of a lot of circumstances outside of just the video's length itself. It was a real long video. Really thinking back, I don't know why it was so long. It was long because I really liked it, and I really liked to try to break down Stuff like I'm sure you could tell. I don't shut up, and I get easily distracted. So I I try to make videos. I try to make videos and, you know, other stuff. I try to make videos in the scope of reviews, rather, or even mods, especially mods. I try to make it in a way to where I leave you with as little questions as possible. I want to try to explain everything in such a way that you wouldn't need to ask anything after the fact. Like that's my mentality when doing well, especially with the mod. Dying Light kinda. My Animal Crossing video, threw that totally out the window. It was a totally satirical video. It was really funny. I like how it came out. It's a demon. You know what? I got the Master Sword. Where's that Master Sword? There we go. That actually hurt me. That hurt me! Alright, cool. I forgot what I was talking about. I thought I did this. Oh, I hate this. I haven't done this because I didn't have a torch. That's why. Oh my gosh. Dying Light took a long time to make. Silent Hill, my Silent Hill video. I was really proud of my Silent Hill video because that video I made specifically for it to be Halloween, and I was really happy with it, not just because I think it came out really well, but on top of that, that's because it's the first video that I really made with a date in mind, like a schedule to keep in mind, and you know, just wanted to make sure that I had a video made and done in time for a special, you know, a holiday, an event, you know. So I wanted a Halloween themed video for Halloween, and I made it in time. I think I want to say actually with that video I was done just short of a week before Halloween, and I think that's actually why I ended up putting it on the 30th instead of the 31st. I think maybe I want to say I put it up on the 31st. You know what? I put it up on the 30th. I want to say in the evening, so I could tell everybody at work the next day on Halloween. I go, hey, Halloween video's up. Go check it out. You know. But that was a big deal for me because, like I said, it's the first video that I actually committed to making a special event for, like, you know, a holiday, something that it fall in line with. And, you know, I was able to deliver on it. And it didn't take super long to finish. You know what, that might be another reason why Dying Light did take as long as it did, is because, that was the first time I played Dying Light. So, when you're trying to make a video on a game that you haven't played from beginning to end before, then it's, well, I mean, clearly it's going to take longer. You end up recording, because what I'll do, if it's a game I haven't played before, I usually record everything, every single thing, and that sucks too because you run out of hard drive space and stuff like that. When it's a game you know and a game you've played, it's easier because if it's a game you know and a game you played, you want to make a video about it, you already have a really good idea about what you want to talk about. And when you have a good idea of what you want to talk about, then you know what footage you need to capture at what part of the game and what you need to do to get to that part of the game. You have a more uniformed and schedulized mindset as far as how to record the footage that you need in order to to structure how you're gonna present your video, right? Oh man, Matt Pat, good old Matt Pat. Let me ask you this, Catface. Have you seen my remembering SGC 2014 video? Let me know if you have, because I explained that whole interaction. Yeah, Matt Pat was a super cool dude. I'll tell you this, man. YouTubers, especially big time YouTubers, they're the coolest bunch of people, man. They're super mellow. They're super humble. I've not met one YouTuber yet, and I've met a good few at this point, that I've not met one that hasn't been like super cool to just actually like take the time and talk with you and chat with you and be really cool and chill with you. You know, bounce your ideas off of, stuff like that. Like, you know, there's been a... Fuck these dogs. I met Matt Pat. I met all the Screw Attack guys. I met Angry Video Game Nerd. I met JonTron. I met Peanut Butter Gamer. I met Cat Icarus. I met... I actually just recently met a couple other YouTubers. They're called the Hodge Twins. They're like weightlifter dudes. Because earlier this year I got in a diet, and you know, weightlifting stuff. I ended up losing like 20 pounds, 25 pounds almost, because I was trying to thin out. My Dying Light video, I look real fat. That's the only thing I don't like about that video. I was like, God dang, is it just the angle that the camera had me at, or was I just fat? Gotcha, son. Yeah, if you get a chance, I mean, just as a recommendation, Catface, you want to get, you know, a little bit more insight on some YouTube reaction, check out the Remembering SGC. It's one of the only cons I've ever been to, and it's about how I met all these YouTubers, and it was really cool. It was super cool. Oh, have I thought I did all this. I thought I'd been over there. I thought I did stuff. I haven't played this game in a while. I don't know what I didn't do. Is that new? Whoa. I wonder if I can... Can I? Can I not? No, camera. I dropped my controller. Let me see here. No. Okay, let me do my camera again. Here we go. The Great Internet Gnome? The Great Internet Gnome? I met the Great Internet Gnome? I thought you said, hey, I met the Great... Is that a joke? I don't follow. I can't say that I have, to my knowledge. I don't believe I have, no. The Great Internet Gnome. Damn it, come on. Here we are. There we go. No, I do not believe I have met the Great Internet Gnome. I don't think I've heard of the Great Internet Gnome. But I met the Hodge Twins. I met them in October. I met them in Austin. They're weightlifter dudes. They have like, you know, they're one of the, YouTube weightlifting gurus. You got a bunch of them. But They also have a real big comedic twist. Incidentally, it's not like forced. That's just their personality. And they do comedy shows. And I met those guys, and those guys are really, really chill too. They're really, really cool. Like I said, I have yet to meet a YouTuber who comes off as a pompous asshole. Oh, have I met Keemstar? Is that the great internet gnome? Actually, I haven't even heard anything about him in a while. I guess he's been laying low, or I guess he's done and done. No, I have not met Keemstar. I have not. I need a torch. That's why I didn't do this last time. I didn't have a torch. Alright, let me go to this stable. There's got to be a torch at the stable. No, I meant not met Keemstar. Catface, what YouTubers have you met in the flesh, in person? I've met Youngtown also. Youngtown, he has a really good organic circle of fans that he has on his streams and stuff. He has good energy. I think that's why a lot of people like him. I don't know if you heard of Youngtown or not, but he's a cool dude. He's like the underdog of the bigger YouTubers, but I think that's why a lot of people like him. And that's another thing why they like him so much is again because he's real mellow, and he, you know, you don't get any sense of angst off the guy. You met Keemstar? Is it yup because you met him? Really? Yup because you met other YouTubers, or yup because you met Keemstar? Elaborate. And if you did meet Keemstar, how was that? Like, was he kind of like leave me alone, or? God bless you. God bless you. God bless you. Oh my gosh. Can't get a ride to conventions. Hey, you know what, dude? The SGC convention, that was in Dallas. And Dallas is about 9 hours from here. And on a bus, it was 12. Where do you live, if you don't mind my asking? Like, what state? And gummy worms are the shiznit, by the way. Can I have my puppy here? Well, my puppy. Come here, Wolfie Linky, Wolfie Link. There he is. Brr. What? Dude, it looks just like him. It's so awesome. I love it. It looks just freaking like him. He even got the shackles and everything. When I was younger and I first played Twilight Princess, it always bugged me. I'm like, is he ever going to get rid of it? And like, years later, it's still right there on his ankle. Still right there. You live in California? Oh, so you live where a lot of big timer YouTubers are then. So do you live like in LA? Like Game Grumps and Markiplier and all those dudes, or whoa, 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 hey, settle down, settle down. Look at him, he don't give a shit, man. He's a hardcore wolf. Can I whistle? Oh, but he can hear me though. That's awesome. Attaboy, that's a good dog.
Wait,
This is awesome, man.
Yeah.
I love having me a wolf link. It's like my actual dog. Like, my dog will walk with me, but as soon as she sees something, psst, you call her, she'll come right back. But it's like, dude, stop leaving. Stay here. No issues reported. I live 2 hours away from Fresno.
But I'm not even playing him. He's playing
I've never been out of Texas, man. To be honest, I've been to Mexico. I don't think that really counts, though. 2 hours out of Fresno. Is Fresno close to LA? Like, I know you got I have some cousins that live out there. They live in what was that place called? It's where gay people live, but not the popular one. It's not San Francisco. It's not San Francisco. It's the other one. What is it called? Now it's driving me crazy. I can't even get a damn torch. I can't even get a torch. You know what? I'm just gonna I'm just gonna go over there. I'm just gonna do it. What is that? What is it called?
Hey, that's what I did.
From Fresno's a few hours away from LA. Huh, okay. Like north or south? Like, are you close to Mexico? Or is LA close to Mexico? Get him, Link! Get him! Bar, 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 bar.
And what could I do? Not know what you can do.
That is awesome. Oh, dude, Wolf Link is the best. Dude, he just kills all the animals for me. Come on, Link, get him. Get the warthog. Screw it. Come on, let's go.
Dad, where's he gonna help me?
Where'd he go again?
He's gonna help me again.
Arr. Damn, I think these wolves are bigger than he is. Hey, man, big tree fall hard. Get him. Get him, Link. Hey, you know what? They don't even, like... See, you guys live in the valley. What is, like, okay, because I live in the valley, even though it's technically not a valley. I know that they got a valley, but apparently there's a bunch of valleys. Well, we don't got to dwell on it too long. But geez, so I'm imagining, I imagine all the conventions are in LA, right? And you can't get a ride to LA? Huh. The south part of it. Well, man, I mean, you get a chance. If you do get a chance, take it. You know, you do get a chance. Go to a, you know, I mean, that's a given, right? If you get a chance, go to a convention. But if you don't get a chance, don't let it, you know, upset you. You'll get a chance. I mean, like, I'd never been to anything. I'd never been to a concert. I had never been, well, I've still never been to a concert. I never been to, what's another big thing that people do? I've only been to the one convention. I haven't been to another one since. Wolflink must have returned to his own world. So, and you know what? To be honest, man, like, I wouldn't even have considered it if, you know, I hadn't ran it past my wife. I'm like, hey, like, "Do you want to go?" And then she was like super gung-ho about it. Like, to my surprise, hell yeah, I would love to go, you know? And I was like, really? She's like, yeah, of course. Why wouldn't I? And I was like, all right, well then let's go. You know, so I mean that was super cool. And that was like I guess one of the biggest reasons that I was like, you know, well, let me look into it more. I got some bus tickets. It's like a giant bowl in the center of California. Is that thing moving? Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. I keep missing. Get him. I think I still take damage when that happens. Come on, come on. Tear him up. I wonder if I can actually make the Master Sword stronger by doing the trials. You probably already know. But if you do, don't tell me. I want to find out, because I will do it. Bam.
I don't want to dip on my butt.
So, I've done this before. Alrighty, Catface. Well, hey, man, it was nice having you for the stream. I really appreciate it. I'll be doing more soon. Just, you know, keep an eye out. Like me on Facebook, like me on Twitter, and I'll make an effort to actually let people know when I'm planning on doing streams, so you can catch them whenever you get a chance. You have a good one, man. Be cool. And watch out for them forest fires. There you go, dude.
The same one?
Yep.
Okay.
See you around, Catface.
I'm gonna get healed.
Oh, that's not creepy at all. Oh, man. What time is it? I'm getting a little dreary. Yeah, what about you?
Nah,
Nah.
I don't want to stay up.
How late?
Huh?
How late?
Oh, alright. I got Ouija up now. Come on, Ouija, do it.
Closing this off right here.
You can do this.
Oh,
I
jeez.
believe in you. Come here.
So, can't really recall
Come
on the
Luigi,
best
please.
or on
Doesn't have
the.
another one.
Yeah, there you go for a tear it up here. Here. Psh. Here.
Same one.
Is this the way to go?
You
Yeah.
walk. Dad, you walk. Even though Luigi. I got a Luigi though. Luigi, this is
I think I gotta use this to actually get up somewhere. It's supposed to be a ladder, actually. Ugh! Oh, why did I do that? I guess so, dude. Here. Attack up +6!
This time Mama couldn't have for me and Julia.
No, you can have the whole thing.
This guy walked.
Can I part with anything? Yeah, we'll get rid of this halberd. Boink. I said boink. Oh, man. Yep. Royal broadsword, sir. I think I'm lost. I just went in a circle. No more, dude.
Yeah, this guy is funny, but he's using his shell. And Luigi's winning.
I want to do this. I want to do this before we call it a stream, you guys. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Pretty much, once we get this last mask right now, I think we'll go ahead and we'll call it a day. We'll call it a successful stream. That's the wall to keep the Titans out.
Doesn't have one more.
Here, dude. Alright.
A single one for me and Jude, Dad.
Mm-hmm.
Not that one.
Okay. Here we are. A silver rupee! Make sure you put it in your wallet, Link. Jeez. The horsepower in my brain has been decreasing ever so steadily. I know there's a trick somewhere.
They can have it now.
Regular arrows? Awesome. Cool. thought I dodged it. Come on, dude. My reaction time is so terribly slow right now. Only if you say choo choo jelly.
Choo choo jelly.
Alright. Oh my goodness. Ooh. Alright, sure, we'll take that, I suppose. Nice and shiny and glittery. But how do I get in? Boom. No more eating. The rest are for me. They're flat images, they look like crap. They look like trash. Why'd they do that?
Yeah, he ran away like little baby.
Here we go. Jeez, man.
Go away. I don't want to go with that guy.
There we are.
No, not J Marble.
Getting real sleepy, you guys, I think. Yeah, Trial of the Labyrinth complete.
I'm not tired.
He's not tired. I'm tired. Super tired. Huh.
Jet is not sleeping.
Who's not sleepy, dude? Who's not sleepy?
Me. I'm the only one that's not sleeping.
That's awesome.
Everybody else is.
Oh, yeah, the barbarian helmet.
Oh no. And jump. Oh no. No, 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 no.
Now I can go down here. Alright. Creepy. Really cool. Imagine if you found that in like real life. That'd be awesome. Oh my goodness. I'm not cheating. I'm just looking up some info. Ah, well. Look it up later. I've opened this. Whoa. Oh. Oh. Oh, it's the blood moon? Jeez. Really?
No! I gotta push all these guys. That's what I need to do.
Gotta crush all these guys.
Oh, thanks, man.
Alright, let's see.
I can have one more for this guy.
Fine, this is your last one, dude.
Okay.
Here. Alright, so this is what? 7, 28. Equip this. And is that all I have? To stand up to this trash. Do I have any needles that give me resistance? No. Alright. Now I gotta go through the rigmarole of trying to get the camera back. I have a shield. Come on, pull out your sword, Link. Oh. Why does he keep pulling out his bow? I'm dead. My guardian shield broke. Come on. I refuse to lose.
I did that so hard. I kept that hard. I did that hard.
Oh, found it. Found it. May use forgotten ancient technology. Place it by opening your pouch and registering your current location as a travel gate. Jeez, man. Well, I died. Screw it! I died! Well, everybody, that should be it for the stream today. Thank you to all who showed up. Continue to support the stream and the channel by sharing with your friends, commenting, and also go ahead and subscribe if you haven't already. And be sure to follow me on Facebook and Twitter, so you can stay up to date with all the happenings that are taking place with the channel, including future streams. That being said, you guys, thank you for, again, checking out the stream, and y'all have a great night. Peace.